to us. Okay. We're recording.
Yeah,
We are recording! Where did Simon go? Oh, thank you, sorry. I just opened Benny's thing because
Thank you.
Woot woot. Another session.
because I do want to do the next one.
Who's ready to talk about whether or not these things have a soul?
Oh yeah, where are we? I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Clearly
where
don't
are
have
we?
a soul.
We are like right.
Oh, actually here.
Yeah, so...
Beings of metal can't have souls. Come on.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. So you guys are right where my mouse cursor is, as far as your travel. Last time we ended off right after you guys got ambushed by the HK models, the hunter-killer constructs.
Yes.
You guys dealt with them after a good chunk of a fight.
Simplify it.
Could have been pretty bad if you guys didn't notice it, but you did manage to notice and kind of reverse the ambush on them. And that is where we ended off, was right after you guys had defeated the last one. So that is where we are right now, is you guys just defeated the ambush, and what would you like to do?
Let's loot. Loot the bodies.
Aren't they mostly robots?
Were we healed last session?
Scrap.
Nope.
Did any of us?
Okay, cool. Yoshiko's guts are spilling out of her, so she's just gonna kind of like lay down on the ground.
Oh, then heal. Lay on hands.
Thank you.
How many hit
I'm
points are you
starting
going
to
to give
believe
her?
it was a
How
mistake
many-
to join this party.
Where was your hit points at?
I don't know.
Or did you die?
I did not die.
Oh.
Yoshiko would be coming back up much more panicked if she was dead.
I mean, like, did you get knocked out?
No.
Okay.
None of the
I
above.
can give up to
What have I
35.
done? I think I might have accidentally full healed myself because I thought we said we healed.
I'll
last time.
give you all I have.
Thank you. 30?
35.
I don't think that's like my full hit points. Give me like 15,
I'll
No.
give you
and that's fine.
I'll give you 15. Let's make it an even 30.
Whatever
Let's
you
make
want
an
to do.
even 40.
Freaking mercy. Yoshiko just starts glowing. I have transcended.
Who else
That's
got
what happens when you
really
stack.
hurt?
Me.
Was it you?
I was 2v1ing. Two of them.
You were.
You did rip off his arm.
Who was with me on the?
I got really
Were
hurt.
you with me on the thing?
Apparently, I didn't take any.
I was gonna say, I didn't
I
take
think
any
you two
damage.
were on the car.
I
were
just
on the
looked.
cart.
I'm like, I'm either dead or I took no damage.
Yeah, I don't think we took any damage.
I
was
took
sitting
a
on the
lot
cart
of
the
damage.
entire
I
time.
got. What was I doing?
Oh,
Yeah, you two were on the cart hitting with long range stuff, and yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Yeah,
full on-
You were spamming spiritual weapon on
Yeah,
their face.
Zero wounds
Yeah.
on myself 2 times. First time.
Or I could give you my last, like, my other, like, 25 or whatever.
I
It's
mean,
15.
Let the paladin touch you, man.
That's going on there next week. That's going there.
That has to be next week's call. Let the paladin touch you.
Yeah.
Yoshiko's just gonna like sit up and like squint at you.
That is next. That is next session's goal.
That is the next one. I love you guys so much.
Squeak.
bro.
I've been
What the
needing
heck?
more quotes,
I'm
okay,
so
guys?
sorry.
Keep saying stuff.
Yeah, but it helps.
I don't know what the big deal is, but let the paladin touch you, man. In a good way.
Oh, so you
Aurora-
know the big deal.
Aurora just goes like.
Right. Right.
Well-
I'm going to.
All right.
So you're
yourself?
going to
Yeah.
tear apart these things that are basically you and then attach their limbs to you.
let's do that.
Plus your
Whoa.
Battle.
Modify.
Taking arms?
You're going to tear these things apart.
Yes.
And you're going to take their limbs and attach their limbs to your limbs.
No, I'm gonna investigate what their how their limbs
Oh,
work.
that would be so
Are you
cool.
going to recycle as well?
Yes, they're
Reduce,
swords,
recycle.
weapons.
So you're taking, essentially for you, body parts. And then
I mean, that is
Adding
what they
them.
are.
to you. This is respectful,
No,
I
I'm
guess.
not adding them to me.
Then what are you doing with them? Why do you want the body
I'm going
parts?
to be reforging them into tools and stuff that we could use.
Can you forge me an exoskeleton suit that makes me just better?
Aurora also fails a backflip
Not
while this is
easily.
happening. Like Aurora completely fails a backflip while all this is happening. So like you guys are talking and you just hear like
You just hear someone's neck snap in the background, and it's just
and
silence.
there's like a little squeak from hers.
I have
fully paralyzed.
some questions for you and you.
Well, to continue.
Go, you do your thing, and then I know what I want to ask. I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks.
I don't know if I want to.
That is an interesting idea, but that would take a lot
They
of
are
time
just
and effort that
Machines. They don't really
would
have
require a
souls,
solid
so
workshop,
they
not
These
human.
ones didn't, but I'm
A
pretty
mobile
sure he does, and that makes it
lab.
weird.
But he's not using them for himself.
Yes, Johan.
I will
My
have
question
an arm.
Is
Wait.
if you were to make, say, a
Imagine if you had a thing
adamantine
with
suit of armor,
Yes.
and
It's
then
so weird, right?
moon silver it,
bones. Don't want
Yes.
to.
would they cancel each other out?
Adamantine itself is not a magical
Sure,
metal.
sure,
It has magical.
sure.
It has magical properties, but it's
I understand
not a magical metal.
I'm just asking, like, can it be done? Could you mix them somehow? And I get both.
Create an alloy.
Yeah. So then I get the bonus of
Yeah.
adamantine and the bonus of
It
moon silver.
might be
But the-
possible.
Might be
My other
possible, but
thing
has
is-
not been tested.
We're gonna
is what I would say.
My
I
other
am
my
not a armor specialist.
okay, because I asked because I have a 15 AC and I'm a paladin.
What the what?
Yeah.
You raise your
Investigating
hand.
on how it actually work.
Roar smiles and
I think you could probably gild it with
Like that.
moonstone, but then that wouldn't
Because
for the moonstone
Right.
benefits. And adamantine just means you can't be critically hit.
yeah, which is
It's good.
nice. But I need a new suit of
Adamantine's
art.
also
I-
very expensive.
I hate
Right.
to break this up, but I have a character. I think the recording already stopped.
Mother
For audio.
There's
trucker.
a 15
Just the
minute,
audio.
There's a 15-minute limit. Look at that.
So do you want to set up OBS?
Yeah.
Cutting.
Get.
Two
Let me
seconds.
go back.
That is so much. Are we reading these things? Wait, are we,
I
read
think
them?
he's wanting
Yes.
to loot them.
I'm off in the corner going, whoa, I drank too much already.
Aurora's getting up from her failed backflip.
I wanted to actually.
No, you're
that's-
paralyzed. Remember?
The leader blew up.
Just kidding.
The leader of the group
Yeah.
blew up.
Which
Is his head anywhere around?
No, he's gone.
Okay.
It's a design that basically is a self-immolation. It completely ruins it.
IGD time, okay. Well, I was hoping to try to do some stuff and try to see what the orders are.
it really freaks me out that you're implying that you could just like into his head,
I
And understand
don't know
what
if
he
I
was thinking.
could, but
but
I
you
could.
think it's a possibility.
I could attempt it.
Couples
And it
himself to it.
You never know unless you try. I don't know why I turned
It's Scottish.
Scottish there for a second.
He's gone from Jersey Shore pirate to Scottish.
He's switching
It depends on the drink he's drinking.
This one's brandy.
Brandon.
The name's now Jack Daniels.
That's a funny character, actually.
He becomes a total carrot if he starts drinking Bud Light.
We here support America.
Ads.
And Moxie.
America, Moxie, and I don't know what else starts with M.
Moxie, which fuels this company.
The company that is 7 friends in a basement.
That is exactly what
It is great.
That's exactly
great.
what we are.
We love the company.
Well,
We're just here for fun.
ice cream.
No,
Um,
the freaking.
Alright, so anyway,
I want to go around and collect. How many would I be able to fit in the back
We have to pick it.
to be able to smelt down and work into it?
because of their weight,
Yeah, that's.
I would say you could bring, depending on how you split it up, you could either bring 2 of the full-size Warforge, or you could bring 1 of the full-size Warforged bodies and 2 of the K9 units.
I'll do one of the full size and 2 of the K9, and I want one of the K9s to be one that's almost fully intact.
Okay, either way, it's almost about the same amount of metal.
Because I want to try to
Build one of the dogs.
rebuild one of them.
How many dogs are we gonna have?
The 3 dogs.
Yeah. maybe have it as the.
How many pets do you need, man? You already have a freaking scary
So
daisy.
To assist him along with this, I help you,
so sorry.
but I'm partially drunk at this point, so I give you like I take more time.
We're gonna leave you behind.
He keeps trying to pick up things that are like just normal rocks and not actually parts of them and hand them to you.
mate.
no, I don't.
Okay.
Why
just put it
don't?
in
Why
the
don't you just go sit in the cart? Be
Yes,
done
sir.
shortly.
And I go sit in the cart.
Right.
You can't join.
Who all is helping him grab these 3 bodies?
Yoshiko is watching with morbid horror.
Because it is too heavy for one person alone to lift into the back of the wagon.
I will help him.
Okay.
Good on you, hon. While this is happening, I would like to point out the fact that we were ambushed, which means they know what we look like, which means they knew where we were going, which means they could come back.
They could.
So,
But speaking of which, Calvin, you have that lockbox from a couple months ago. at
Yes.
this point.
Pull it out.
Well, yeah, a couple
A
months
couple-
our time, like a couple
Yeah, a
weeks
couple
in game.
weeks in game.
Yeah, I pull it out of my bag.
Several weeks in
Oh, look at him.
at this point.
Thank you.
In my vision, that's what it looks like, but I'm really like, yeah,
Thank you.
He's handing it to the you on the right.
yeah.
How many
like
do
5
you
of you,
see,
right?
Calvin?
I don't trust that
I
one.
still have blur on, so. It's accurate.
you're just like vibrating uncontrollably while you talk to it.
I would have dismissed it,
No.
but.
I like to believe.
From what they said during the fight, it's pretty clear they're after this lockbox.
Should we just bury it and come back for it later?
That's
That's
not
probably
safe
not.
either.
No, because it's potentially they had some way of magic of just hunting it down.
Are they able? Are you able? Do they have long range communication?
Very possible, but I'm not sure.
I-
If they do, it'd probably be in the leader model, and
He's dead.
he's kind of just
He's nowhere.
He's
I
gone.
understand
He's
there's
a little
nowhere,
over there, and a little bit over there,
but
a little bit right
regarding the fact
here.
that we're trying not to get killed, and under the assumption that they are able to communicate instantaneously, we know that you and the box are in the same place, which would create double the problems. I suggest we skip Maple Ridge. Try to make it look like we're going to Dawn's Rest, and then cut back to Pewter Barrow so that we just shake them if we can.
But if they're magic, are you saying they're magically attached to the box potentially?
Tracking us.
not them, but
Some-
whoever's commanding them.
Sorry, you said,
'Cause
you
So,
said go to Peter
We're
Barrel?
skip Maple Ridge. Go make like we're going to Dawn's Rest, and then make a loop to go to Peterborough.
I say we just go to Dawn's Rest, because
what
magic
did we have
map
in
leads
Maple
to
Ridge,
magic.
or were we just
But
passing through it?
Peterborough is where are we going to
Right.
Peterborough?
Maple Ridge was just for supplies. If we can just hunt, we should be fine.
Correct.
Unless we run out of food.
We can make one.
Hunting. Points to Mofu. Can eat bear.
Can,
Oh, I thought.
can
I'll also remind you. I'll also remind you. He has the Outlander feature that lets him find food for 5 individuals, and
which
he
does.
doesn't
We're
have.
fine then.
and he doesn't have to eat.
Skip
I
the
don't
town.
eat.
Can I eat my animals in my bags, or do they just turn to nothing when I
They
eat
would
them?
disappear when you kill them. They just poof.
How dare you even
Worth a
think
thought.
of that?
So
idea?
what?
I don't know that.
So what
Jesus
if
Christ.
not kill them?
Use them to hunt?
No.
Or-
Cut chunks off of them while they're still alive.
Yeah.
It would disappear from your stomach when they die.
That's fair.
It's a quick fix.
It doesn't last long though.
You're right.
So the answer is no. You could not eat them effectively.
That was morbid, and I apologize.
It's like they got like the Thanos
Wow.
snap when they're in your stomach.
It's worse than the old cinnamon challenge videos. And people just like coughing up cinnamon.
You're raising your hand. You have something to say.
No. I'm making hand gestures while I think to myself.
Yep, that's fair.
Understandably.
Understandable.
So sorry, we're going to Dawn's Rest.
No.
I
No.
just think we should maybe
yes,
avoid
yes,
them.
we are.
Okay, like
Yeah. Get back in
glad
the
that
cart,
Stay
Calvin.
in
you guys have
Cart.
no idea how I'm blackout drunk right now.
Get in the cart.
I'm
I
assuming
am,
it was
but-
from one of the extremely powerful drinks that you got last session.
Someone
Or
told
the
me
session
drinks
before.
from
Yeah,
that.
yeah. follow.
I'm glad that babysitter is back.
I guess it was like
Babysitter.
4 sessions ago.
Put him back in the cart.
Oh, this reminds me. Yoshiko's gonna pull out her book and a small hand mirror, which I assume being rich should have one. Toss in the car and says size your name, and then tell me what color your eyes are. In the book, please.
Huh.
We're going to have a confrontation about this later, and I don't want to accuse you without proof.
You go, girl.
Why would I
Please.
put down and self-incriminate myself for something that I haven't done? Then
Then it's not self-incriminating.
Please just sign your name and the color of your eyes so that you can tell me I'm a psychopath later.
fair enough. Grab the book. And just Cairo Haber.
He realizes at this point he doesn't know how to write. I'm just kidding. He doesn't have a writing program installed. He needs an update.
Did you say you have teal eyes?
Yes.
They look
We've-
like-
It was at this point you find out that
You
Calvin is
shut
colorblind.
Purple. And last time I spoke to him, his name was Princess.
He can only see black and white.
The long sip out of it, random. He just holds up a teacup. Where'd you get that?
Yoshiko can spawn to you on command.
Aurora,
But
like,
only in a single teacup of size.
Aurora, like, sees the teacup. Do you have another one of those?
Somewhere. Digs around in her robes a little bit.
Somewhere.
So we're heading to
Somewhere goes
Peterborough.
back to what they were doing.
Let's go.
We're going to Dunsmith.
I'm gonna go ahead and disarm the tripwire in front so we don't trip
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Oh,
Was it anything?
right.
So
It most likely was.
Most likely.
These were
I bet
robots.
So-
it was like a bomb.
go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me.
I want to investigate it first, so I'm not
Yeah.
disarming it next time.
Yeah,
Right.
We
Right.
should do
Uh,
that.
Yeah,
so
make sure
investigation
you do the
check
sleight of hand.
first.
If he's just looking at it right
13.
13. Okay, looking at it, it looks like it's set up to cause a rock fall.
Okay.
Alright.
I
I say Marcella should
That is
disarm it.
fair.
Because she's got the.
What's the worst that can happen? Kicks it. It's disarmed.
22.
I mean, Aurora could, like,
A
take
22?
22.
Okay, 22 for your sleight of hand check to do so. It's not hard once he points out what the mechanism is and how it works. You basically just have to cut the cable that is connected up to the thing that would be pulled out and cause the actual fall to start. And then once you've cut that, it doesn't have the ability to cause it when you pull that string, and so you're able to kind of
Can just,
put it away.
and just cut that, trigger the whole landslide, and we keep going. That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. Aurora, like, wants to do that.
Idea.
Do you
I
think they're
eat it for
gonna...
breakfast.
Will anybody come looking for these guys? The metal ones?
now. And if they're just robots.
I
Whoever sent
don't
them,
know.
whoever sent them will probably be waiting for them to come back at some point,
Probably.
which gives us time.
Which there's
Which means we should leave.
Yes,
quite a few possibilities of who it could be.
but they also knew we were coming on this road.
Not necessarily.
Maybe.
They could have had magic showing
Sure.
whatever.
We're talking about like scry?
Scrying some form of divination magic, which they could have done when we were on the road, or
Ooh.
while we're still like more, and they could have set traps at most prominent.
Speaking of,
locations.
I can do something like that. Chotomate onegaishimasu.
Yeah, what that was.
Are we moving right now, by the way? Are we
Let's
talking
get
while
going.
we're
Before we
moving?
go,
Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking while
So, as just so you know, the weight of those 3 that you're able to grab
Mhm.
is going to be about
A couple hundred.
we're looking at
300 pounds.
about 600. Well, no, we're looking at about 900 pounds of metal there, and the other stuff
That
inside.
is
Metal.
foolish. How did you guys even lift that?
What the heck?
With brute strength. They had me helping.
Well, it's like 300 each-ish. The big one is about, like...
You forget I am made of metal.
Yeah, so the big ones are about 500, and then the other two are a bit smaller.
You have a question? Question in the back?
Yes. So, while we're moving, I'm going to cast Safeguard, which means I'm going to give Marcella, Johan, and who else was a fighter? I'm going to give you because you could die. Because people are coming after you. You have advantage on saving throws against a trap or natural hazard. There you go.
Is that temporary or?
8 hours.
Ooh.
So, y'all in the
Yeah.
front.
So that lasts
I'll
for
be
the
in
rest of
back,
the day.
So probably not on me.
I'm going to give it to you because somebody's specifically targeting you right
Everyone happens to step over it but you, and then you trigger it.
now. You die. Me specifically doesn't give it to you.
So you can die.
One problem gone, just have to off the rest of the
Okay.
And you're concerned about me.
You can't hear any of this.
I'm making
Yeah,
sure
I'm-
that's
All right.
comment.
So,
Hey!
You're safe, Calvin. You're fine.
all right, guys.
Keep
I want to draw one.
All right.
Who would like to go
Ah.
first? Yoshiko has called it.
We've learned our lesson. Don't let Calvin pick one.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't let me pick.
He was the one that made us get
Okay.
ambushed.
All right. Upon the start of your next day,
Gosh.
Oh, so
you awake to find, though the weather is overcast, it soon breaks, and you see this beam of sunlight kind of fall on the path in front of you guys. And you can take it as an omen of good luck. The day travels by rather quickly, and you guys make extra progress. And so you're able to actually make about a day and a half worth of progress.
But
Don't say
Is
that.
there a butt?
No butts, no butts, no
No,
coconuts.
so you guys are able to make a day and a half's progress. If you would like, you can push yourselves to be able to make a full 2 days worth of progress,
Yes.
just at the cost of a single level of exhaustion.
we'll be fine.
We're doing good.
We're not in a rush, right?
No, not really, because I mean we're actively walking into a trap. So
And plus, exhaustion will suck.
yeah,
yes.
first level is
So-
disadvantage on all attacks. And
I think we're good.
abilities.
I think we're good.
During that one night of travel, I sleep spellcast. Thankfully,
What?
I just wake up in the middle of the night and I don't know who would be closest to me.
No one.
No one.
Aurora. Sure.
Eldritch
I
blasts
just
Aurora
wake
in your
up and
sleep.
just cast mending on you and just fall back to sleep.
And Aurora just goes. and she just kind of sees like a little like
Like a scab heal
like a
over.
little like not a scab but just a
Just,
little
like,
dent in her
little-
plate armor just goes. and then she
It
just
just like
goes.
flattens back out.
I'm like totally asleep while I do that.
And she still has your little teacup, so she just goes.
And those like creepy stare.
Down in the darkness.
She's like, yeah,
He's
okay.
just watching.
All right. And Aurora's keeping watch, I guess, right now. So
Okay.
and then she's just like,
Right. Is there any conversation you guys would like to have at your camp before we move on to the next day?
hey Calvin,
Oh, that bloody hangover, man.
hey, how you doing? Hey,
You have disadvantage in all checks made to
Oh, fuck.
required to breathe.
That's okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
here's some tea. Very cold, by the way. like a day and a half because you gave me that, and don't ask why I still have it.
No.
Hey, man.
No.
Ah,
Refuse. Dumps it, and I'm going to go make a new pot of tea. You will not disrespect the tea in this way.
Dang.
Yeah. Get mad at him.
it's
Oh,
friendly fire.
You just slap Aurora.
Dude, stop talking so loud, guys.
Hey, did you?
You have disadvantage in everything that involves sound right now while you're hungover.
Hey,
It takes a psychic damage. You're being too loud.
hey, did you just by chance like cast on me last night?
No. What? No.
Yeah. Must have like that totally.
Why'd you bring why?
Hey, is that a rabbit?
Whoa! I just pull out a bag of tricks. He just runs off. Runs off in the distance.
Yeah, I was
Panther.
just kind of a little. Anyway, is that tea almost ready?
A badger hops out and just
I really like
goes
your tea.
random rat.
That's why you didn't drink it. Just-
What's happening?
Yeah, just no recollection of casting mending or day in the life. Okay, that's
Do
all
we have-
Aurora has to say.
Do we happen to do hunting at any point during this time?
Oh, we should
That badger's finding a rat.
you guys are starting to get kind of low on food at the moment.
Can I go hunting in the morning? You guys would have noticed over the past few days Yoshiko's look paler than normal, despite the fact that she is white as a ghost. If that was ever
Let's see if I
possible.
notice this.
Would like
I do
hunting.
not notice this.
You are hungover beyond all recollection.
I
Maybe.
probably.
I'd be too busy on the board.
Nobody cares. Anyways, there you go.
No.
At 15, I would probably
I
notice
would
it,
like-
but not care enough.
She's good.
Jeez. Brutal.
I'm brutal.
You'd like to know what? Here she goes.
I want to go hunting. Please. I need fresh meat, not whatever the heck we've been eating for the past few days.
Do I roll to see if my badger brings back the rat?
I would like to be in
Rabbit.
the hunting party,
Rabbit.
please.
Was it a rat or rabbit?
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
It's at this
What is it
point that your
called?
badger comes back, and it's dragging a full-on like screaming pig. Like it's this like piglet that it's about. It's just dragging, and the piglet's like screeching, but your badger just doesn't care.
Let's go.
It's its mother.
Hey,
Don't worry about the mom.
Knife.
if there's a piglet,
There's a mother.
there's a pig.
So,
So we lure the mother here.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
so,
I'm gonna like pull out some cotton and pass it to you to stuff in your ears. Something.
so
like a
Aurora
scarf.
is hearing that we need to do like hunting.
Yes.
We're learning it.
Can I roll for perception to see like Aurora climbs on a tree? Like she can I go up like a
Yep.
tree? Do I have to roll for anything like that? Athletics or
Just acrobatics,
acrobatics?
climbing. Or
It's
athletics, your
Anything one of
choice.
those backflips.
14.
I will stand
Okay.
at the base
Yeah.
of the tree.
So
Not too hard to climb.
up to a pine tree. Aurora wants to do a perception check to see if she finds any like a big animal that she can spot from up
Like
there.
a
Like a pig.
Like
Can
a
I
pig?
do like a or something that's like 320 feet away for longbow range? Because she's a sharpshooter.
You just want to use your long.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
like a pig.
Do I get advantage or anything?
Make a perception check with disadvantage just because you're in a tree and seeing out of the canopy is not necessarily the easiest thing. It does block a decent amount of line of
Okay.
sight.
Big money. Big money. Big money.
That is a 5
Of course, it's not gonna
I
roll
can
well.
only go worse.
and a 4.
Yeah, so being that you just climbed up to the tree level and it's just leaves everywhere out, you can't really see very far. So you don't see anything close to your guys' camp that is just, immediately within eyesight.
You say anything, mate?
Do I see any smoke from any like maybe pre-existing campfires?
Not around you.
She climbs down.
Yells
Other than
into
the
it.
massive forest fire. No.
I didn't yell. It was just a soft whisper up. it was.
Like she gets like one branch above you and she goes.
I caught it in my ears. Like, huh?
She takes an arrow. Just, I didn't find anything. Sorry, I shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
What are you mending? Your skull? Is that how that works?
The hat. The hat.
Sorry.
that you just did. The really nice new hat that you got.
Have you been wearing that the entire time we've been hiking?
Yes, it's just so nasty. It looks basically like my other one at this point.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Aurora doesn't want to do anything else.
Just like little tiny bits of gold trim peeking through.
Let's find this pig.
Or
Tell?
If you guys want to go hunting for pig, I don't have to have you roll for it because he has. What does?
I'm gonna be.
Yeah, let him roll.
I'm gonna be working.
You're just
the
gonna take the
forge.
time to work on
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
I'm just gonna be inspecting the.
Okay.
See how the arm mechanism with the blade
Okay.
works. 'cause
You got.
All right. First, everyone who's going hunting, I'm gonna have you guys make a survival check.
I brought back this piglet. So
Ooh.
What are we at to that? Intelligence?
Survival is
So wisdom.
wisdom.
Oh, okay.
18 for Aurora. She's ready to just.
16.
16, 12,
Oh, no, sorry.
19.
19. Okay. All right. You guys head out. Are you hunting too, Johan?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get?
I got 16.
Okay. 16, 12, 18, 19. Okay. All right. You guys all head out and kind of split off as you go hunting. Kind of deciding to have like a friendly competition between yourselves to see what you guys can find for food. By the time that you guys come back, the first one back is Marcella, and she has found herself two decent-sized grouse that she's been able to shoot with her bow. So she comes back with these two kind of chunk birds.
Nice.
That would make a good meal for the party. Johan comes back a little while later, and he's happened to find kind of on the smaller side of a pig, but he did get a half decent sized little pig. It should supply food for the party for at least 2, maybe 3 days worth of rations. Then Aurora comes back, and she's managed to find herself a doe, a female deer that she has been able to kill. She's cookie dough. She just found. She just stole this giant thing of bread from some poor person. Anyway, so she comes back with a young doe, and
of course, Aurora.
Yoshiko comes back, having been able to find herself a full-on elk.
Huge!
Wait, hold on. So how big is that animal?
It's a big animal.
Very big.
That's
So,
bigger than my
okay, but
dinosaur.
Slightly smaller than a horse.
Well, souls-wise,
Will it
go
two back?
that would give you 2. Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Yoshiko
we're
looks a
small.
It's a
lot less
large.
pale.
A ton of meat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's a lot
Copious
because you guys all
amount.
split off and went and killed things individually.
I see you guys walking and I'm roasting my pig and go, oh.
Your little pig.
You're just roasting a piglet. It was alive still before.
I would like to point out that Yoshiko is 5 foot. I'm just
Well, I will say,
dragging it.
she was able to kill it. She probably has to get assistance to actually drag it back. But she comes back notifying you guys that she killed
You have the
one.
horns.
for some reason, Aurora's 5'9", so she just has this doe.
hunking down.
I just got this little pig.
Here's my doe! Just drops the whole thing.
Oh.
Working on it together as you guys go through and scavenge it, you guys are able to give yourself quite a lot of meat.
It has to be a copious
That elk has
Like
got to be at
months.
least a week.
like months.
But depending on how much you guys want to take with you, that's also going to factor in how much you guys can carry on your wagon.
I was gonna say.
Because there is, the 900 pounds of metal, and you guys have one
resell
horse
value.
pulling. Plus the entire forge setup and everything on it. It's a lot of weight.
Wait,
So-
we should.
I'm roasting a pig over a fire.
Are you using my pencil?
Yes.
We should,
So
should
it depends
smoke all
on
this.
how much food you guys want to bring with you from this.
As much as possible. But then we can also use the resale value.
Yeah.
Pelts.
How much?
I have leatherworking tools.
He has every kind of tool, basically.
There's like 3 tools that I don't have proficiency in.
So as far as you investigating the arm blades, I would like you to go ahead and make an investigation check for me as you're checking these mechanics.
I'm just going to tell you guys, once I finish with these arms, checking how these work, if we need more weight, we can check this body out. I don't need the rest of it.
Cool.
Dirty 20.
A
Well,
dirty 20.
okay, this would be... This would fall under Smith's tools, right?
Sure.
So 22.
22. I would say after... It takes you quite a while just studying all the intricate parts of the mechanism. But you do realize that you could probably integrate this into yourself if you wanted. Fairly easily. It wouldn't take too much modification to do it, but you could modify this and give yourself one of these arm blades.
Would it be more short sword or dagger?
It's like a short sword. Built into your arm. So you can conceal it as your arm, and then you can deploy it when you need to, and transform your arm into it.
Wolverine, baby!
Oh yeah, put them in your knuckles.
So you could basically use it to give yourself a hidden weapon
Yeah.
with it.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm not gonna start work on that yet.
Yeah, but you're able to pretty much figure out how it works, though.
But
You understand it quite well.
looking at the rest of this HK model, is there anything else that sticks out to me?
Its other arm is a shield that has the ability to fire a crossbow bolt from the center of it.
So sick.
Okay, I'm going to just dismantle that arm off the body and keep that. And nothing else really special, just basic.
Yeah,
on
that
the-
one, isn't quite as hidden because it is a full shield that just has a crossbow unit inside of it. But that is something that you could potentially attach to yourself as well.
But nothing else on the main body or anything that seems out of place or special.
Nothing too special. It seems like a kind of rough, not nearly as fine-tuned version of you.
Okay. Which point I'd probably just start the process of smelting it down into differentiating the metals and into
And then-
smaller.
And into the head you see, the standard memory modules, you see standard stuff like that, nothing too crazy, and a very simple computer setup in comparison to, what you would actually need.
Think
Yeah.
and what I believe is in my head.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to start dismembering the arm that's off on the side. I'm going to start smelting it down into small little ingots that I can actually work with.
Okay.
Start to get rid of a lot of the weight that's not needed anymore.
And you're going to toss the rest of that body out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever I don't smelt down into ingots as much as I can.
I would say by the time they get there, you've been able to melt down about most of the plates on the arm, I'd say, most of the armor plates, which are primarily the steel. So you've probably been able to melt down about 10 pounds worth of steel.
Okay.
By the time they start getting back.
Okay. Which one? I just probably ditch the rest of the body, not bother with smelting down the rest.
As I'm poking the random body with a stick, and how much metal you going?
It sits up, grabs you. Please don't.
Oh gosh.
Just kidding. That tickles. Why can't I feel? I'm a real boy.
I see you got a lot of metal there, mate.
Yes.
Wanna make me something? How many swords do I have?
I think you have like 3.
You have enough.
What? No. You wanna make me another sword, mate?
No.
I would like a cat girl themed sword, please.
We can only have one anime degenerate in this party.
Another
That's mean. No, just kidding.
Or
possibly.
that's a lie. Can you make me a grappling hook? Just a hook that I can throw in a building and
Throw
get
just
up.
a basic hook.
Just a hook. Just a little
That's
hook.
simple enough. I could work on that.
Lovely. And I walk away.
It's not a priority, but I'll work on it.
As I'm like 10 feet away from just like a gold coin. Yeah.
Yeet.
You're so.
Whatever.
Whoa!
I just say it, it's still not a priority.
Feel like I have
Yeah,
money
yeah,
here.
Fair point.
Works for me.
You pirate person.
Getting a grappling.
Where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
That's a great question.
I'm in a party full of people who don't know who they are.
Hey, I know who I am. Can I recover?
I'm gonna pull out the mirror again in a notebook. I'm just gonna go sign.
Where?
I'm gonna
Well,
flip
it's
through
the
the
same one
page.
as-
I don't care. I'm just gonna make you do it again.
Just Start a journal with each day.
If you, depending on whether or not you decided to be dumb and flip through what she has, you would see other things that she's written down, but that's up to you.
Probably take a glance.
You would see notes on different names you have told her and her handwriting on which day. But that's assuming you can read her language. But I don't know if you can.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But you would see different names, because that wouldn't be able to be translated into her language.
Do you mean where am I from? Like my hometown?
Where were you born and where did you grow up? Both of these can be different.
Great question. I grew up on this really small town near Port. As I'm talking, I'm just taking just giant bites out of this just pigs that I have.
Bacon.
Just a small town off the coast somewhere. That's the best I got.
And nearest port? I've traveled a bit. I would maybe know.
Yes. I don't actually have where my hometown written down.
That's fine.
Mainly,
You're like, I don't.
mainly because I wouldn't remember.
Then okay.
It's
you
been so long, and you kind of got picked up when you were young.
Yeah, it's been so long. I was picked up when I was young, and I drink so much that I just don't.
I was gonna say, like,
Which is funny because your character is canonically like 17.
Yeah. In one of the first episodes, I said I was 18, so I changed it to 18 just to keep it with the thing. But yeah, at first I was.
He's
17.
totally legal.
I'm totally drinking legal. Anyway.
he's drinking Moxie illegally, is what he's drinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what he's drinking. He's drinking Moxie. A whole lot of Moxie.
I gotta get on this Moxie train apparently.
I need some boxing in.
I need some Moxie to fuel this party.
Anyway,
I was in a random
I
town
really miss it.
on a coast, and I was picked up by a ship by this captain, which I totally threw out also the name of. It was something stupid.
Wow.
Don't trust him with memory stuff.
And I was dropped off. Well, I wasn't dropped off on a port.
it was
landed-
Admiral Gary. But anyway, go ahead.
Gary.
Or Commissar Gary, sorry.
This
Commissar
random
Gary.
Gary guy, and I was dropped off at another port, and I just left, and now I'm here.
I just wanna.
Why are you here?
Great question.
That is a great question.
Found a guy with a map.
Sure.
Before I got that, I really wanted to just kind of see the world, kind of thing. All I've been seeing is ocean the entire life I've had, and so I was like, hey, might as well go see the world. And so I went to the best place that I knew of to do that, which is a very nice bar at a very nice side of town. And then I found a guy with the map. Now I'm here.
That. But why are you?
You decided to see the world, so you went to a bar.
He's
I'm not
definitely
surprised.
seeing things.
I'm not surprised by anything of him now.
Mm-mm. Nope.
He's predictable in his unpredictability.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Understandable.
unpredictable, can you can you hold this? And Aurora hands you like a thin log. No, she hands you like a log,
Aurora,
a wooden log.
Aurora, I don't want to have to babysit you and the robot and the pirate. Please be sane.
Right, but yeah, you guys just keep doing your thing.
What
Put the
What is
log
this?
down. Whatever you're doing, don't do it. Don't participate. Give me the log.
Don't eat it.
Give me the log.
There's so many more.
Yeah. No.
Here, I'll just.
what is this?
It's for an activity, but like here. Here.
Slyly
Oh.
puts apple on your head to shoot off.
Who definitely wasn't gonna do that with the log.
Out of character. What was that?
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I was reading that the conversation was like kind of over, and I was gonna give you a log, and then take like 50 step backs and shoot it out of your head. I got kind of bored of this, and was like, no, let's do some target practice. So anyway, yeah, I just got a little bored.
We can move on from tonight. Does anybody else have anything dumb they want to do?
Because I'm just ready to play. I'm just keep playing. That's what I mean.
Wonderful. Noah, make us
Okay.
draw another card.
Alright, you guys begin advancing to the next day. Who's drawing?
Wait.
Draw it, don't look, and then hand it to me.
No, this is gonna be good now.
We're gonna just go very tough on it.
Everyone, cross your fingers and cross your toes. Cross everything.
Second ambush.
Another day of perfect weather. You guys are able to make another day and a half, so in effect, you guys have made 3 days worth of travel within the 2 days.
In game, she shakes
How
your
far
hand.
are we now?
Like think.
So you guys work here. You're just outside of Maple Ridge.
Cool. How many
So
days do
you're
we have?
1 day off from Maple Ridge.
Oh shoot.
So we can go to Maple. Let's just go to Maple Ridge. at this point.
We could just push, yeah. I mean, once we get into Maple Ridge, we can
But
take a
we get
second.
exhaustion, right?
No, we'll be in
Yeah.
a town.
I think.
In the town.
By the way, how much of the meat did you guys end up bringing with you? How much? I guess you discarded the rest of that body, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be about 490-ish pounds. Yeah, you guys would be able to basically bring. You guys could bring the entire
I was
elk.
gonna say we just bring that out.
Yeah.
Which it probably skinned it and
Yeah.
pelts up.
Yeah, real quick, can I have you make a survival check to just go through and have skinned the different animals to get their pelts or to harvest?
Okay, that's good.
Let's see, because leather workers.
Yeah, I guess, or make a check with your leather workers tools.
Dexterity or intelligence based?
I'd say Dex.
Okay, if it's dex based, that's an 18.
Pretty good. I would say you're able to do it in a good quality and efficiently, harvest and skin all the stuff for the animals. So you have a good quality elk pelt, you have a good quality doe pelt, and you have a good quality medium-sized pig,
Let's go, baby.
or like smaller end pig. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're able to harvest and pin up and kind of mount the grouse's pelts or their feathers, basically.
Well, feathers and knife. Yeah. So just grouse feathers.
All right. Who's gonna pull the next one?
No.
I mean, he pulled perfect weather last time, but
I'm on a good roll, guys.
We didn't
I
have
can do it
everybody
again.
take
Just
turns.
outside of town.
I
We
was
just
like,
need a
there's
nice.
not much
Okay.
we can do. Not much else can hit.
as you guys arrive to Maple Ridge,
No.
you see that there is a heavy storm on the horizon heading towards you guys. As you arrive at
Yeah.
the city of Maple Ridge, you guys can either choose to press on or you can choose to camp in the town of Maple Ridge for a day.
Wait, sorry. Did we go through a night again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Don't you gotta roll something there, Cairo?
I already rolled.
Oh, good. Yeah, so just to give you guys a description of what you can see as far as Maple Ridge. Maple Ridge is a fortified village that stands on a large, tall ridge that marks the end of the Coven Mountain Range. It's composed of cabin-like structures, and between the houses, they use oil lamps that are just on hooks that hang outside of these houses to illuminate their streets. The town is boxed in on 3 sides with an open side that faces the cliffs and out into the woodlands beyond, known as the Green Hell. The woods, the walls are made of stacked logs with a layer of sharpened branches and barbed wire that are kind of around the tops of them. They stand about 2 feet thick, those walls. So it's rather small. As far as like what would be there, I mean, we're talking the kind of place that would only have like a small local blacksmith, a tavern, a kind of a general store, and then maybe something where somebody might sell like horses and some talc.
Small little outpost town.
But small little outpost town.
What if we got a second card?
We don't need one, though.
Do we need one?
I mean, we've run into storage issues already.
Because we had 3
Could-
fetching robots
I
in
was
the
gonna say, we
Yeah.
had a lot
Yeah.
of robots in
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of the storage
Now it-
issues can be dealt with once you guys can get stuff like bags of holding and things.
Exactly. So I think we're fine. I'll
Yeah.
Aurora.
So,
Where's the wagon?
Yoshiko,
what are the plans with the elk?
I'm sorry. Yoshiko is going to recommend we stay here.
Yeah, me too.
I do.
Yeah.
Wanda-
You guys have kind of broken down the elk, I would say, probably over
what
the
are the-
last day or so travel.
What are the plans with all the pelts? Do we
Sell
want
it.
to
I
sell
don't
it?
think we really need it.
It's up to you guys.
I feel like
If
we
you
keep
want me to
things-
make something with them, I can
What could
potentially make
we?
something.
What
Elf
could we
blanket.
make with them?
A flag.
I mean, yeah.
We could make a
blanket.
flag.
So you can make them.
Don't really make those out of
I've always
pellets.
wanted my own butterfly, man. It'd be so cool.
I don't think he's listening.
He
If
does
we
it
have
up to a
excess
weaver,
meat.
mate. Not me.
When did you
I
start
gotta,
saying
I gotta
that?
sit in
I
the
don't know.
corner and I just.
Right. But yeah, you guys have the decision of are you going to try and press forward through the oncoming, what looks like an oncoming
Let's
storm,
stay here for the night.
or do you want to camp in Maple Ridge until it passes?
We ball here. Does the storm still go over us? Or like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
those-
Yeah.
We're just gonna be moving through it.
I've been through rougher storms than this. It's not bad. I say we camp.
I've been through rougher storms,
Yeah.
but then you infer that we need to still dodge the storm.
Technically, he's just saying.
I've been through rough storms. I just don't want to do it again.
I think he's drunk.
Yeah.
This is.
Don't listen to
I only
Hey.
had 4 dinners with my wine.
Hold this long.
Forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aurora,
So,
Aurora,
choosing to camp at Maple Ridge,
I
just
cannot
due
give
to the
any more tea if you
severity
treat him.
of the storm, it ends up delaying your guys' travel by 2 days. But you're able to avoid any adverse negative effects that you would have faced if you'd moved forward on the road because you were able to camp in Maple Ridge. But you do have to spend about 24 silver pieces total as a party just for lodging for the 2 days that you're there.
Okay. Do we want to just what?
You're back to Princeps.
Back to Princess.
Princeps like the crazy chaotic one.
God,
Oh gosh.
what can we make
Black
out
powder.
of our
Yeah,
pelts
so-
right now?
Yeah, so real quick, have you guys real quick subtract from your party funds or divide out 24 silver, just to cover your lodging.
So I'm back to a deep purple eyes.
Wonderful. You're gonna sign the paper.
How much?
Unless you tell her no.
Yeah,
You pull out the paper and the paper says purple and then the name of Princip. You what the fetch?
24 minus.
Predicted.
27
Oh, I can see the future.
The
Okay,
Oracle
so
of Delphi.
what if we sell the pelts and stuff because it doesn't seem like there's really too much we can do with it that would really benefit us?
No.
No.
I gotta sit in the corner again.
I would say
Mom
if
and
you guys
Dad
took
over here.
all of the pelts over to the person who runs the general store, you could probably sell all of those pelts for a total of about 15-ish gold.
Cool.
That will cover our lodging.
That, more than.
Because it is a good quality elk pelt
Okay.
and doe pelt.
Gang,
I
sorry.
don't know.
Let them know. Let them know. So that would mean
That's like a good
actually
All right.
shonen character.
we have 16 extra gold right now. Between 6 people, that's
And then is there anything any of you, other than, selling the pelts and stuff, is there anything in specific that you guys would like to do while you're here in the town of Maple Ridge and staying in the Sap Tap Tavern,
that means everyone gets.
which is owned by a
Everyone
halfling
gets
family known as the Maple Ridges?
Do they have a
5,
slaughterhouse
6,
around here or something of the sort? Just a butcher block of any kind.
There's,
That's 13.
yeah, I'd say there's probably a local in-town butcher you could go
Okay.
over to.
I would like to buy a meal, and then I would like to eat it in the butcher shop.
All right.
No, thank
I'm assuming you're trying to be close enough to where they're butchering stuff that you
I
can
need
fill
souls,
up your
yes.
soul pool. All right. You go over there and you order yourself some lunch for a couple copper. I'll say like 3 copper.
Okay.
You get yourself, some just like a day's worth of steaks or something.
Yay.
And then you kind of like stand out to the side of the shop until your soul
Looking
pool
at
is
the cows
filled up
while I
fully.
eat them.
As the yeah, you're just like, you are delicious. What's the name of that one? That right there is Daisy. She looks tasty.
I want to buy a horse. Because
I would like to eat Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
My suit is the metal
His
creature.
horse died.
I'm gonna go buy a horse. I'm gonna look
Okay.
at horses.
Oh, I would have consumed a soul from the horse dying, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anyway, you are at full souls now.
I didn't need to do
Ah,
that.
That's good to know.
I lost a soul.
I had a soul
A
once.
soul for a soul.
Johan, I had a soul once. Okay, so
I lost something.
if you're they don't so the kind of horses they have basic riding horses and draft horses here that they can sell. If you're looking for a riding horse, they can sell you one for 75 gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that you picked up your tack and barding and stuff from your other horse.
Yeah.
Or you could pay 50 gold for a draft horse.
Riding horse would be better, probably, just for what I'm doing. I'm just gonna ride.
They're faster.
Yeah.
Or horse would be preferable. But
I'm working with what
Yeah.
I have, and I only have 300 gold.
it's more than me.
Cause I,
I was gonna say
He hasn't bought stuff. We've all bought stuff.
shh. How? Because you haven't bought anything except for pies,
Except for
apparently.
You get 10 pies.
It's not my 10 pies.
Okay, so.
If anything, Yoshiko was the one that bought the 7 pies.
Alright.
I did buy 7 pies. My intent was to share them with the party, but then you guys caused a ruckus, and I didn't want to
riding
share them anymore.
And.
Great.
call it
So, 75 gold for the horse.
Cool.
I
got it.
And you're able to get yourself a nice chestnut-colored
Ooh,
horse.
Yeah, boy, girl. Then.
It is
I don't judge.
a boy, and it has like one of the just like white spots right on the like nose, like
Star.
forehead area.
Wow, so regal.
This better not die.
Wow. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You may name your horse whatever you would like.
Alright. Boy horse.
Yeah, I go straight down to
Henry?
Sir Bing Bong.
Henry.
I'll take Henry.
Harry Potter. You're a wizard.
You're a horse, Henry.
Henry.
I go down to the I go down to the bar and ask for the strongest. What's the strongest thing you have?
Supervision.
Strongest thing that these guys have is basically just a really high proof brandy.
How many bottles of this brand do you have?
Hey.
Right.
The halfling behind the counter, his name's Andy. Andy Maple Ridges. I've got about maybe 6 of these bottles of my maple brandy.
How much for one?
I could sell you a full bottle of it for about 10 silver.
Before you make that transaction, and Aurora's like behind him. Why do you drink so much?
To hide the feelings, mate. And I slap like 5 coins on the table, 5 gold coins. And I said, "I'll take the lot."
Andy's wife steps over real quick as she like brings the bottle over. Her name's Beatrice, and she goes, "I feel that. I feel that."
I'm sorry, all 6 is what I meant. All 6.
Oh, all 6. Okay, 60 silver later, or 6 gold pieces later.
Oh, that's okay.
Judas.
I still just slide the 5 gold coins over.
6.
She brings out 5 bottles to you.
Oh, fine.
Gets the 6th.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I do
Beatrice,
really.
don't drink it all in one night.
No promises.
It's not fun in the morning.
Do we happen to have remedies we could take along for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I'm just walking up to my room with 6 bottles.
my personal recommendation for hangover the next day is
I don't want
Jeez.
a little bit of some kind of herbal tea. Sometimes kind of helps with it. Sometimes I'll just try and take some cold water and throw it on my face, and another time I just attempt to get rid of it by drowning my sorrows in more alcohol so that I don't have to feel the hangover.
Looks like this is just a. And Aurora's just kind of like standing like 5 or 6 feet behind you as you're talking to her. So she's just like, "What is going on?" Alcohol thing.
May I what is it, French? English.
Why?
This guy.
Genuine.
May I suggest a exchange? You brew tea.
Just occasionally.
You should go and dig through her pack. How many did you tell me of tea I had? I probably wrote it down to answer that question. I will exchange my bag of tea for her bag of tea.
Everything's just like the occasional thing when she can get it from somebody who's passing through. It's pretty much just a fairly like common grade, low quality herbal tea.
But is it a tea I've ever seen before?
Probably.
Dang it. I want new tea. Yoshiko's a little disappointed, but it's okay. She has tea. And now maybe she has something to not freak out about.
Yeah, it looks like the blend, from what you can smell and look at, is some kind of a like blackberry and spice tea.
You like blackberries? Okay, well, we have remedies for that one. Thank you. I don't know how to deal with sad people.
Aurora just goes, me neither, and she just does a full 180 and walks out.
This is not our problem.
We don't got a lot to be excited about here.
You have to do something.
We gotta leave.
Well, when your town's quiet and every like couple fortnights or so you have to fight off a bunch of zombies that are gathering up at your gates, life gets a little dreary.
Yoshiko is going to take Mofu and just kind of like heave him up onto the counter halfway. And
Mofu is bigger than her. She's like, that is a big dog. My goodness.
And I just
She gonna pet that dog.
The picturesque fluff, the giant eyes, the wells in your soul. She's just gonna be like, dogs fix. It's kind of like heave him over the counter.
It's the most joy she's felt in like weeks.
My people don't show emotions. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with everyone outside of the mountain? I don't know why I'm whispering to you. You're not here.
Oh!
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do while you're here before you move on?
I'm still listening to
You have to sign the book again. We need to write down how many times you've signed.
Aurora's just kind of like listening to you, and she's just like,
Sleeping with Casper.
so sad. So strange.
I'm probably still working in the forge the entire time.
Yeah, and-
Yoshiko will just like walk up behind you, tap tap, hold it out, you sign it, walks away.
As you like sign with the colors and stuff, you're like, I don't know why I was messing with her with the last one. Like I didn't even write my actual name or my color, but she like let it pass. I don't know what she's doing.
So you signed it twice as the one with teal eyes.
Yep.
Teal
2 with Hover,
Hubbard.
2 with Princip. No.
Yeah.
H-A-B-E-R.
I say,
I would like to.
Again.
don't look at it.
Be something bad so I don't have to be the only one.
No.
All right. Which direction would you guys like to be heading? Are you wanting to start heading more towards Dawn's Rest or just up towards Peterborough?
Peterborough.
Peterborough.
Wait,
okay.
does Peter give me a thing?
No.
Maybe I split off.
I don't think so.
No.
All right. So heading up
No.
towards Peterborough.
It would benefit you to stay with me.
I'll throw things. Oh, sorry. Do we sleep another night?
Yeah.
Getting a lot of
I
next
sleep
things.
cast fireball and break the entire
I
camp.
have Eldritch Blast as one of them. So
One of these
Aurora
days
will be
you're just
sitting
gonna
next to
nail
you again.
someone.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go with these.
About halfway through the day, you guys run into a patrol of Cathiars from the church.
This is
Just kind of a somewhat common thing where occasionally you'll see a group who are from one of the main cities, like traveling to some of the outlying towns. These ones are from Dawn's Rest. It's 2 or 3 guys that you've worked with some of them before. Namely, you've worked with the half-orc, named Ronan. And you've also worked with the dwarf, whose name is Hatfield. Both of them are guys that you've been stationed on these kinds of patrols with in the past. The third person that's with them is a human woman that you don't recognize. But you can see them coming up the trail. It looks like they're probably coming from Peterborough, or coming from Dawn's Rest towards Maple Ridge, and then they'll be heading off to the next place.
Cool. So they're from Dawn's Rest, you said?
Yeah, they're from Dawn's Rest. It's just kind of a common patrol thing.
I stand up.
Oh.
My map.
Gosh, but he's gonna be like,
No. Emerald. I just look at the closest guard to me. He's like, Guardian of Graves?
oh,
They
about him.
look over
I
at
have
you, Johanna, like,
Sorry
It's,
about him.
it's best you either have to fully indulge him or just completely ignore him. And
I'm like
so,
peeking over Johan's shoulder. Guardian of
Aurora
Graves.
just kind of.
I don't know what you're talking about, sorry. Says the
I
half
just
orc.
sit down in the corner.
Yeah, the half orc, doesn't know what you're talking about.
I'm staring at my map still.
he's on a treasure hunt. He's
From manners.
Strange one. Anyway, we've heard a little bit about what you guys have been up to. I guess
Suspicious.
nice to see you actually are with the group.
yeah, they're not bad.
If, if what we've heard is true, you guys call yourselves the Oath Keepers, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right, I forgot.
Doing mercenary work for the church occasionally, right?
Occasionally, when we can.
Looking at my map.
Where
You working on anything currently?
you could say that.
Many things, mate.
Yeah,
Hey.
we're on our way to Peterborough to help to check something out.
Well, we won't hold you up long. We're heading off to Maple Ridge, just, checking in, replacing the people that are stationed there and letting them
Good.
go back to Dawn's Rest for a week or two.
What's your name? Points at the girl.
Chelsea?
Ronan and
Ronan,
Hatfield and Chelsea.
Nice to meet you. That's it. That's literally, that's it. That's literally it. Yeah.
You just see, all three of them are slightly uncomfortable. I'm confused.
As they should be.
Understandable.
She kind of. Yeah. So she. Hey Chelsea, do you know how to shoot a bow?
We need to take his bow from
We need to
There's a
go.
bow
We need to
over
get
her
out.
back.
Can you do me a favor? Can you hold this log really quick? And when I
She does not take it. She does not take the log.
Ash just asked me to do it, man. I'll do it.
here, just throw this in the air. Just throw it in the air.
I want to
You
shoot
need to
it before
take
he
his
shoots
bow
it.
and arrows
Okay.
from him.
No, I rolled 8. Oh wait, 8.
What?
22.
So what?
wait, hold on. We might actually hold on. So 8.
Steal his
Go ahead.
Arrows from him.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14.
God.
14 to hit. You steal my arrows. 14. So 14 to hit.
You gotta reach for them, and what did you get?
No, I rolled before. I rolled before you. It doesn't work like
What
that.
did you get? 26? 22? Okay, so you go to shoot this first one, and first of all, the moment the log is thrown up high enough, all of a sudden this crack shot goes, and it hits the log, and it moves it, so your arrow misses. You gotta reach for a second, but you go, where's my quiver? And Marcella's over there holding your quiver. And the three guards are like, it's like a bang, like, what the? And then they look over, and your quiver's gone, and she's holding it, and they're just they just look to each other and we're gonna keep going, and they start heading off.
Well, they turn around, they see all this happen, and then we break out into one of our classic arguments where we're just
Aurora is
yelling at each other.
Aurora's in disarray. She's just
Before they can leave, Yoshiko's going to watch this happen and says, "Looks like you've been dealing with some stress. Can I interest you in some
just
quality
distraught.
tea?"
Why do you have this?
Of course you would try to save it to you.
It is literally my family's company.
We consistently run into people that I
The half orc will buy some off of you.
I got 18.
The half orc will buy a couple packs off of you for a total of 15 copper.
Okay, wonderful.
That is so funny, dude. Okay. Maybe it should be
I need to
chaotic
steal
good.
somewhere else.
or something. I don't know, like for her alignment. She still doesn't have an alignment.
You're neutral.
Yeah,
You're a true neutral.
Just neutral. Yeah.
We consistently.
All right, next days.
We consistently run into people I know.
And
embarrass me.
Next day, yeah. The news that you guys have killed the Dunmother hasn't quite reached over here yet.
They're gonna hear about all the cool things we've done. And
As-
then they're gonna actually meet
After
us.
Yeah.
watching. all
Well, in
of
this
that.
case, they're gonna hear about that. Like, no way, those idiots did that. Not a chance in hell.
No way.
They're gonna be like, not a chance in the 9 hells those guys did it.
That's so funny.
I'd wager as Modius that that's not true.
This is why I take. This is why I do my little little spec
All right,
thing.
who wants to roll or who wants to pull?
I love
I
have
do
it.
it.
Either
Go
way.
ahead.
Dude, my head hurts from laughing.
Be it on your head.
Okay,
It's gonna be
Do we go
I
for
love
another night?
messing with these.
Yeah.
This
guys.
is
Like,
another
just
day.
taking
It's gonna be
their
another
stuff.
really bad
Um,
night.
all right.
no English.
As you guys are traveling, 2 things.
Okay.
One, could I have you make a perception check?
Ah!
Or what is everyone's passive perception? Sorry,
13.
13.
How do you,
Plus 2.
How do I? Yeah.
Passive perception is 10 plus your wisdom.
Isn't it 10 plus your wisdom plus
12.
proficiency?
8
plus your
plus-
wisdom.
8 plus proficiency plus your wisdom modifier, right?
Yes, that
Or is it
would
just
be-
8 plus your wisdom modifier?
Because that would make it 10. for
No,
me.
it's just 10 plus your perception
Yeah,
modifier.
it's 10 plus your perception modifier.
Yeah, it's 10. So 10.
13?
12.
So plus wisdom.
So 10
Plus your perception modifier, what you would add to perception.
10 plus your perception modifier, which would be 14 for you. It's 12 for me, 14 for her.
So it's 14.
Oh.
So I'd rate.
What's yours, Yoshiko?
13.
Okay.
I'm probably working the forge, so I'd probably disadvantage.
What is
so
yours,
it'd
though?
be a 8 then.
What is yours?
14.
14?
That's a perception.
Okay.
Skill work.
Here we go.
All
Alright. You guys notice back behind you about
This is gonna be
There's
good.
another fucking robot. It's gonna be a robot.
It's a robot.
I'd say about 600 yards back behind you guys.
600 robots.
Knife it.
600 yards back behind you guys, there is a. It seems that there's just like a lone traveler who's kind of keeping off to the side of the road, who seems to be kind of just traveling along the same path as you guys. And you just kind of notice him out of the corner of your eye, specifically. What did you get?
14.
14, and then
I got 12.
12.
Behind us
She got
or
a
in front of
14.
us?
Yeah, I'd say it's Marcella and Aurora who notices it back behind you guys. About 600 yards. They just seem to be following the same road as you guys.
Did we pass them?
Kind of a shadowy figure. You did not.
I am drunk. Be aware.
If this guy.
Other
causes
than
us
that,
anything-
These drinks.
okay. Other than that, okay.
I'm still working on the forge. I know nothing of this, so.
I'm riding Henry.
I'm singing sea shanties at the front of the car.
Holy.
Other than that, in between some of the stuff that you've been doing, working wise, Cairo, you take a second at some point in the day to kind of just be like looking off the wagon. Probably when you guys have stopped for a second just to eat something. You notice off on the side of the road, you kind of step on it. You reach down, you pick it up, and you find this small black ring.
Dibs.
Just a small black metal ring.
Dibs.
Black metal?
Mhm.
Okay. Do I know what metal that is just from looking at it?
Make a investigation check.
If you don't know what it does, feel free to test it on me.
Oh my god.
19.
Here's this new
I'm
spell
drunk.
called
19.
Super Vote.
He's really
It appears to be a ring that is made out of adamantium.
Does it seem to be enchanted? Do I get any sense
Make
of
an Arcana check.
30, 20?
It does.
Sorry, natural 20.
It does appear to be some kind of a magic ring.
I'm gonna pocket it.
My precious.
I'm a princess right now.
Oh, you
Oh
are.
no.
Great.
Alright.
I love it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just hop in the back of the
Do
car, and I'm gonna start ritual casting Identify.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I notice
So it
this.
takes 10 minutes for it to go.
Ooh. I got a.
Make a sleight of hand check for me real quick, just to see how well you stealthily do.
22.
Oh, I got a 19.
Yeah.
Do I close?
I'm not even gonna
No one notices.
Yeah.
Perception.
I have to remind myself what it does.
Ah,
Oh
gosh.
no.
I mean, Dungeon Master Yard?
Yoshiko is going to
One sec.
attempt to switch one of your bottles
I'm
of
just
beer
gonna do a
for
page
an
number.
entire bottle of tea. Without you noticing, because I'm
I'm
concerned
gonna,
for your
give you
liver at this
advantage
point.
on this because
I'm very much concerned about your.
And
We
That's
need.
an 8.
for stealth of hand.
Now, the concern I
The
have
14
for your
helps.
health
Okay,
more
I think
is
that's a 16.
I need you to be able to function when
Yeah,
we
16.
need you to be. I don't care otherwise.
Okay.
you have a bottle
So-
of maple brandy,
What page number?
and I have a bottle of wine. Or
It's
tea.
You have
actually
a bottle of tea. I'm going to put it
It might be homebrewed.
in the next one that you drink, like the next one next to you.
Okay. I only drink
How
one
is he
bottle of wine.
functioning?
The next one you go for, I'm going to very deliberately ensure it's tea.
Gotcha. It is also maple flavored.
okay.
You
So
probably want to make it
the
maple
two
flavored
properties
tea.
that you get from it is that while you're attuned to it, it is going to increase your Constitution by 2. The other thing about it, though, is that if you ever walk more than 10 feet away from it, you become blind
That sucks.
while you're more than 10 feet away from it, while you're attuned to it.
That's really funky.
That's cool. But I mean, it's a ring.
Does
It's not
it
the
seem
only
like it's just one that you could just break attunement to it?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not cursed.
yeah. It's not cursed. It's something that
Per se.
you can
That's
just...
cool though.
It looks like it's something where it was a mistake in the process of enchanting it that caused the secondary effect.
And just a small little ring, so it's... Would I know if, since it's magical, it would resist smelting?
What is it? What's the
You get the sense that it would be a little difficult to break down, but you could probably melt it down.
It's small little ring. It's enough for 1, maybe 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Adamantium bullets.
I'd say you could probably make...
You would benefit.
That's how...
I'd say you could make 1 bullet out of it.
1.
If you wanted to melt it down for a bullet.
So it crits just automatically.
That's how adamantium works. Adamantium weapons automatically crit when you hit.
Just had that.
It's a nice ring.
It's a fidget ring.
Okay, I'm
Get the half off like bonus.
gonna keep it pocketed. I'm not gonna tell anyone about it yet. I'm gonna start attuning to it though. So,
Okay. Right.
I like that ring.
After a little while,
takes
you
an
finish your
hour
attunement.
to attune?
Yeah. After about an hour, you have finished your attunement, and you now have a Constitution score that is increased by 2 while you're wearing it.
After this hour, I'm still
20.
singing.
You can just list it down as Ring of Constitution.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been singing the same. I've been mumbling the same shanty for the past hour.
All right. All right. Who is keeping watch tonight, or how are you guys going to do your watch?
I mean, it can be.
Hey,
me.
Usually
so
just
what
make
about-
fire
me?
hits, usually, and he
Yeah.
I don't
doesn't
sleep.
need to sleep.
I just stay stationary and I can still see and hear
Okay.
everything.
Should we go to bed?
We've never really had a problem with it otherwise.
So wait, hold on. So what about the guy that was following us?
Nobody acknowledged him, so we moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
I didn't notice, so.
Okay.
Like
Really,
Calvin
you and I
ignored
only really
it.
noticed it.
I would say Yoshiko probably tried to sleep on the top of the thing. Cause bird.
We might pay for that.
That man kills everyone.
Kills us all in our
I
sleep.
say if we
All right.
don't attack first, or try to attack.
At about
No, here we go.
4 in the morning,
Ah.
We almost got off old nights, right?
Cairo, you see this.
Worst time for me.
So, Cairo, you see this about
Mm-hmm.
6 foot tall figure. He's a little bit hunched over, with a walking stick. Really, just everything he's wearing is dark black. There's kind of like a shadowy like cloth over the face in this kind of cloak that he's wearing. With a slight like hitch in his step, kind of hobbles up to the camp and just looks at you and goes,
Try and start waking up from my.
Excuse me.
Yes.
There wouldn't happen to be someone named Marcella traveling with you, would there?
Marcella. I've heard that name before, but it doesn't ring a bell. What may I do for you?
Lying is probably a better choice.
You could say that I have something for her, a letter.
A letter. And what is your relation to this Marcella? Or are you just a courier?
Mostly, yes, you could say I'm a courier.
Insight on that?
Go ahead and roll insight.
For all your good rolls, what good are they when you need them?
7.
Right. It seems like he's telling the truth.
Wow,
Okay.
really?
I trust that he's telling the truth on that, but I don't
Why is
think
everybody
he's
looking?
actually, just due to the rest of his appearance. What? Mistred's a strange place. And I've been around for a while. Have I heard any stories of shadowy men being like a bad omen or anything like that?
Not necessarily like an individual case of it, but like there are stories of people getting, attacked on the road. Or there are stories of that have had in the past of like witches disguising themselves and showing up at people's campfires. There are stories of that kind of thing. But there's also the common story of it's not too uncommon for if somebody sees a camp that's already set up and a fire is going, for somebody to come and see if they can join their campfire for the extra safety for the night. It's not too uncommon.
Try to stealthily cast detect magic.
Okay.
While he's doing
He just goes, detect man. Like right in front of the guy.
See, real quick.
Fails.
Go ahead and roll.
Please be a no.
Sleight of hand.
Please be a 1.
Natural 20.
Okay.
while he's doing that, I like just sit up. I don't cast any spells.
So that's
but I
a
go,
23.
Monster!
Right. You managed to stealthily. You notice that on his arms, so around his arms are several bands on each arm that are magic.
Naruto.
It's like several rings of magic. They all seem to be interconnected.
Different types of magic and all that.
It's all the same kind, so it seems to be the same item. There is a lot of magic items on this guy. There's a necklace. There is 2 things on his back.
Necklace, divination magic. Because technically I can tell what type of magic they are.
The magic on the necklace appears to be some form of divination, yes.
Okay.
The ones on the arm are cursed. They seem to be I believe it's abjuration.
Abjuration is protection magic. Evocation is
Or sorry, it's a form of enchantment.
enchantment. Okay.
Yeah, so the arms are in form of enchantment. He has a thing on his back that is also a form of enchantment. He appears to have a cloak of elven kind. That's something that you can recognize
Yeah, that's
pretty
very-
easily. He has a currently black-colored cloak of elven kind on. And he also has a ring on his finger that appears to be some form of necromancy.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this guy's loaded.
doing over there?
Sheesh there.
Hey, that's a lot more than I thought.
Anyway, I should introduce myself.
Yeah.
That should have been the first thing you
It
should
should have been.
You can call me Hunter.
Hunter.
Problem, man.
Sorry for
I am.
waiting this long. My name is Cairo.
It's good to meet you. I haven't met anyone like you before.
I've gotten that a lot recently.
So listening.
I bet. Not a lot of
Not too many like
living artifice, I should say. Not much living artifice.
But so this letter. Do you happen to know what this is? This letter for Marcella, you said was the name.
Yes. He kind of reaches into a satchel and he pulls out a
Does it seem magical?
sealed letter. It does, but it seems to be a simple form of enchantment,
No.
which is a very common thing that people will do when they're trying to hide like secret texts and stuff in the letters.
Be more illusion than. Oh, yeah. enchantment.
Well, the reason that it's enchantment because it could potentially be using something whereon a certain thing is met, then it triggers.
Okay.
It's kind of a mix of enchantment and illusion on it, but yeah.
Well, if you'd like to stay the night, safety of our camp, that won't be an issue. Do you know where you're headed?
Just traveling. I'm thinking of heading up towards Peterborough and maybe off to, the north.
To the north. Not much up there besides mountains, but
There is Fort Thistlebrook, though.
fair enough. Well, you are welcome to stay here for the night, and if so, decide possibly travel with us. We are heading to Peterborough.
This is gonna be interesting when Marcella wakes up.
Yeah.
So the weird thing, by the way, looking at him, is it doesn't look like he has any. He doesn't have any magic weapons, and he doesn't look like he's carrying any weapons. The only thing he has is this plain walking stick in his
We've
hand.
been talking a bit. Can I just get the sense that he's not harmful at all? He's just truly a messenger.
Make an insight check.
22.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That dice is real good.
He seems to be. You notice that there seems to be a great intelligence to him, and he seems to be kind of playing down and being very careful, but he doesn't seem to mean you harm. He seems to be very secretive and kind of studying you, while at the same time, you can tell that he seems to be kind of putting on an act as to like who he is, just trying to like keep to himself, but he doesn't seem to.
Detect magic. Do I get any sense that he himself is magical to any sort of extreme? Like,
Nope.
okay. Potentially think might have been like a godly messenger or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Like I've said a couple times, he's welcome to stay the night. I'm gonna position myself more towards where Marcella's set up.
Okay.
Just to be in between the two.
All right. As you kind of reposition yourselves, all right. As you reposition yourselves, you notice that he takes a slight glance past you towards Marcella's tent, and then looks kind of back towards you. And after a little while,
Rest my hand near my revolver.
after a little while,
Two sketchy dudes talking in the woods.
after a little while, after a little while, he snaps his finger and casts silence on you,
Oh.
and then he jumps on you. And he's going to attempt to pin your arms down and kind of pin you to the ground.
Don't roll horribly, mate. We can't.
I need you to roll a contested strength
My
check.
life could be at stake.
But he also meant no harm.
I think this is more an assertion
19.
of dominance.
19? Okay.
That I could kill
That
you
is
if
a
I
25.
wanted to.
Like,
Oh,
this feels
mother frick.
So unnecessary.
Sorry, 23. I had to have him roll at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
23, isn't it?
One of his items that he has to roll at disadvantage.
Wow, okay,
so he-
cool. We couldn't
he-
do anything.
He
Yeah.
casts silence, and then in a blink,
Yeah.
he's on you. He grabs your face, pins you onto the ground, and then grabs your arms, kind of restrains you back. And he begins trying to tie you up with a rope and restraining you.
Great. Wonderful.
Shield I can't cast that requires.
And as he's doing it, he goes, "It's really nothing personal. I just...
In the silence.
I don't take to the people who don't tell me the truth when I'm on a hunt."
Daisy is not attached to the cart right now.
Daisy
Because
for
there'd
the
be
win.
no reason why she would be attached at night.
Your horse is just over there watching.
I mentally command Daisy.
No way.
Dude, the horse
To
comes in
charge him.
clutch.
Okay.
Yeah.
The horse starts charging. I want you guys, all who are asleep, to make
Yes, that-
a perception check real quick.
Someone's gonna.
disadvantage.
Someone's.
With disadvantage because you are asleep.
Oh no!
Triple advantage because I'm not sober.
Nope. I don't notice a thing.
Joke's on you.
Neither
I
do
haven't
you.
slept in years.
No.
11. Wait, what check was that?
You got a 1,
Perception.
I'm guessing.
13.
You're just a really deep sleeper.
I'm sleeping on
13.
Casper.
13?
He just,
Same.
she just makes me sleep.
Johan?
I got 4. That's
I'm dead, guys.
11.
Okay. I would
Triple
say...
advantage, a disadvantage. I was decent.
I'm dead.
I would say... You guys probably all sleep through the sound of the horse charging at him. Because she soon enters the silence area.
Suck at
Silence
this.
area, or is
It's
it-
an area
I
of
was gonna say,
effect.
have the horse wake us up.
Yeah, silence is an area of effect.
Go kick the
I'm
cart.
in the middle of a fight. I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
you're right. You do you.
Yeah, so silence is an area of effect.
Yeah, don't matter. Don't matter.
I believe silence is an area of
Sleep
effect.
cast, please.
I can't
Just
remember.
humor me for a second.
I'll double check real quick, but I believe it is something like a 10 to 20 foot area.
Be so
We're just gonna
Oh,
like
Christ.
wake up and the
This
sun
goes
is
right
gone.
through the-
Cairo's dismantled, and we're just like, oh,
20-foot radius.
Rick.
20 foot radius. Centered on you.
This is crazy.
And if I roll this die,
Yeah.
All right, from
Yeah,
now
most of
on,
my
we
spells
can't just
are
let
verbal
Cairo hang on
components.
by
Yep. So you
Well,
can't
we
use any
never had
spells that
issues
require a
before.
verbal
We
component.
haven't, but I'm just like,
Um,
from now on.
Detect magic.
So he's going to. Daisy charges him. Go ahead and
Daisy.
roll an attack roll.
I'm dead.
Goodbye, Marcella. I'm sorry.
sorry, mate.
We tried.
I slept through it all.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna
He's
die
gonna
with
die.
your dog
I'm
next
probably
to you.
gonna die from alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, but we're, you know,
Alcohol.
It's gonna happen one of these days.
11
we'll
hits.
just take them.
An
back
11 to
and
hit.
do
That
what
will
we
not
do.
hit. As she charges in and rears up to strike him, he turns and kind of just kind of like dodges with his head while he continues to tie you up. Almost as if he like... You're not really sure how he just like saw it coming because you just ran from like straight behind at him. He just kind of ducked his head out of the way as he continued what he was doing. Once he's finished tying you up,
That's accused.
I want you to make another roll real quick to see if you can, break out of his grip as he tries to finish you, tying you up.
Strength.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Please.
Ah, we're fetched.
You had a 16 to beat.
Coolio.
I'm dead.
Dang. This
Right, he
sucks.
finishes tying you up, and then
How is he taking me up?
full on like hog tie.
Okay.
Yeah, you're hog tied.
That's
Wake
what
up in the
I was
Apple
morning.
in the
Whoa.
mouth.
Well, he's in science mode.
Yeah, that's
I can still roll.
Here we go.
Kind of. You're effectively like this, but like stretched
Yeah.
back behind your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Roll
can still
to
roll
the
on my
cart.
side. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to roll out of the silenced area.
As you go to like, he gets up and like turns to Daisy, and just kind of looks at the horse and goes, "No." You like his cloaked head just kind of shakes a little bit. He just kind of ignores Daisy. She can go ahead and make another attack on him.
I was gonna say
Kicks
he's
the
gonna
cart.
run over to Marcella.
You notice that it seems though that he took the care not to actually physically harm you in the process of tying you
that's
up.
what I've
Yeah.
noticed that. Daisy's gonna get between Marcella and this guy.
Yeah.
Just try to stay in between.
Yeah.
Have Daisy make
Protect.
He can't say anything because he's also in the thing of
Yeah,
silence, but
That's- I'm trying to roll out of it.
yeah.
Just the
He
mental image.
just kind of walks over and he's going to gesture to the horse to move out of the way.
Just stands there, just
Okay.
not threateningly, but just
Just in the way.
in the way.
Neither of us
Okay.
really like
He's
it.
going to kind of try to walk past her, and he's going to attempt to kind of push her out of the way so that he can enter her tent.
Wow.
Assault.
Is the tent in the area as well?
Yes.
This guy does not care.
Or her tent would be just outside of the area.
If he's walking to the area,
Watch, this
can
is
Marcella
some kind
roll
of
to
max
wake up,
out, like-
having somebody
It's
I'm gonna
enter?
have
it's
Daisy-
silent in this
I'm gonna
area.
have Daisy
No one can hear
kick,
anything.
We're not gonna win.
Like the tent pole or whatever. Just trying to
Okay.
make it inconvenient.
All right. I'm going to have you roll a quick dex check just versus his real quick to see if you can react to it.
Mine or Daisy's?
To Daisy's.
17.
Okay, that's 17. He is going to be able to not quite stop all the sound, but he is able to kind of catch it and reduce some of the noise as he kind of tries to drag her further in when he realizes what she's doing, and she like rears up to kick. So she does hit the pole. I want you to roll a damage check on it real quick.
Or damage.
Yeah, roll damage on it to see if you like collapse the tent pole in.
That doesn't wake me up.
3 force damage.
Okay, I would say it's enough to kick the pole in, so the pole kind of falls in. That is going to wake you up as your tent collapses on you. He is going to pull Daisy in though to the circle and kind of toss her out of the way as he steps over.
Mercy, it's a 2-ton horse, and he's just like, bad dog.
Bad horse.
If you would like to have her resist, she can make a strength check against him.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
That is a
I don't know
14.
what it is.
Eight.
All right. He
Have I
manages
rolled out
to
yet?
move her. You're part of the way there. It's a little hard because of like the
Yeah.
position to actually roll that is kind of rough, but you're trying. You've gotten like I'd say about 5 feet so far. In all
there's
of
15
5
more to
foot
go.
It's a whole
Nowhere to go.
As you wake up, you feel someone grab you by the leg and pull you out from your tent.
It's a woman's version.
There's this figure in a dark, shadowy cloak with shadow over his face, shining above you, and he's like got like Daisy, like he's like holding Daisy's like head like to the side, just like pushing her away as she's like protesting with one arm as he's like drug you with the other, and he just goes, "Finally, now we can speak."
The frickin' fetch.
That's where we were in this session.
No!
Hello, Marcella. The hunter finally meets the huntress, face to face, ready to issue his legendary challenge. This didn't need to be so much of a hassle, but in good faith, he dispels a silent spell, and he goes, "I apologize for having to tie you up. I just needed to speak with her. I tire of boring prey, Marcella. Knights of the accursed church, angels, demons, werewolves, vampires, dragons. They're all so boring. But you... you have potential.
This isn't even my thing. And I'm
Monster hunters I've killed. Plenty of. But somehow I think you're different. Somehow I think you're a little bit like me. I think something calls you to hunt monsters. I think that's why you do it. Something about it you enjoy. It doesn't feel like duty all the time to you. So, I think you understand me when I say that there's a certain hunger to it. A hunger that only individuals like us can enjoy. I want you to hunt me.
You.
I want you to awaken the beast within you. And with each successful hunt that you'll make, I will reveal more about who I am to you. And when you feel like you have enough knowledge, hunt me down and kill me. That is your challenge.
And if I refuse?
I'll kill your parents.
Oh,
Well, then.
And then them.
sorry, wait. She's out of silence right now, right?
Yeah.
Do any of
You
us
dropped
wake
the
up?
entire silence.
Okay.
Can we? Roll to wake up
Make a
again.
perception check.
Yay.
Can I reach
Ooh,
down
that was a 19, baby.
and fire my revolver? Because it is still
Tell
in
Casper
my
to
possession,
do that
but
how.
imagine if I was with the open bottom and just
Well,
try to aim. I know
yeah.
it's hog tying. It's like
I'd say you can try. Like a 17.
19.
17 as well at disadvantage.
Alright, you three wake up and you're hearing somebody talking.
2.
Yeah, it's a very tight tie.
Would
And
I
you used
be-
your own rope on you.
Would I be able to see, considering I'm asleep on the top of the wagon, that some random fetcher has got a hold of Mastella's leg?
Yeah, and he seems to be talking with her.
Spear
Um,
through the man's chest as soon as you will allow me.
Alright,
Thank you.
go
good
ahead
job.
and roll the attack.
I,
So this is right after he said, if not, I'll kill your parents and then your friends.
Coolio, I'm gonna give myself advantage on that one because it was a 3.
no,
And that was a 5, so Yoshiko with like falls off the thing.
Your spear, being that he doesn't notice it, you have advantage.
Oh! I have advantage again.
Yeah, I will say advantage because he doesn't know you're awake.
Watcher gets just like a 19.
1 second.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I would
so-
say I would also be sleeping
yeah.
on the cart.
I'll just let you roll it again. You
I would
can
be
be
sleeping
whatever.
near you.
Let me see what I have.
Nearby.
'Cause
I
I
would
can
be in the same tent.
Not in the
apparently.
same tent.
I
Not there yet.
I wake up and see her.
Hey.
17. And I would like to...
So this spear, you notice the spear goes through his chest.
I'm using all of my souls
Okay.
at this moment.
Which damage type?
That is gonna be radiant.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Go and
So
roll
I get
all that damage.
Guys,
4d6
This is the whole storyline.
plus 1. I'm
he
just...
he falls on Marcella and then the spear also impales her and they both die.
5.
I
Okay, so that's 11, 16, 19, 21 points of damage.
wow.
Total of 21.
Yes.
Alright, you see this spear, and you said radiant.
Radiant.
Shink through his chest as the silver and golden fire arcs up, and he just goes, and then just continues talking like nothing happened.
I
What?
His head kind of turns and he goes,
What'd you say?
a little rude to interrupt our
It's a
conversation.
little rude to wake me up when I'm sleeping. Who the...
And then he doesn't answer that question. He just goes back to Marcella, and he hands you the letter. Here's a list of targets. Of course, it's up to you to track them down, and after every hunt, I'll provide you with a clue as to my identity. Now, it's about this. He pulls the spear through him, and then he kind of just lazily tosses it back over towards you.
whoa.
And he kind of brushes his chest off, and he goes, next time, do something I can feel.
Yoshiko's gonna go over to Karajan and die.
He lets you. He doesn't stop you as you walk over to do that.
Wow. Aurora just kind of like. Hold on. I want to.
She's like, she sees this and just like, okay. Like, polite back.
As you're doing that and you walk over, he goes, after all, I could kill you all right now if I wanted, but where's the fun in that?
I see all this happen. The spear goes through him. and
I mean,
he
after
says
all.
that. He says that, and I just get up and run.
You just start running. He just like watches you like for a second. He goes, anyway, as recently, seeing as you were able to defeat the Den Mother, I thought this would be a little bit more fun. And I think you have potential. potential to actually become something that could hurt me. To actually get to the point where I could feel excited or threatened again.
Sociopath.
Aurora's just kind of like, she has opened her tent, and she's just kind of like standing like straight up like outside of her tent, or her hand. She's just kind of
Well,
like she's just watching. She's like the. Oh.
I'm still asleep.
He lets he lets go of your leg, and then he's just like, "Have a good night," and he starts walking off into the darkness, back the direction he came.
Aurora had
I'm
like a
gonna
look
look at Yoshiko's spear. Does it have any blood on it?
She's
or
untied
anything?
you at this point.
she's trying to work herself up.
His spear, the spear does have blood on it.
I'm gonna take some of that blood. I'm gonna in a vial that I have a couple vials.
Are you
I
okay?
want to cast identify on the blood.
Interesting.
I am not okay anymore.
Calvin, you're running the same direction he went!
I do like a cartoon.
I look at Daisy. Daisy. Calvin. He's gonna run after.
I'm running, I see a horse just come up to you.
You notice at this point, your two dogs were awake, but they were cowering.
Wonderful. Excellent. What?
I'm riding back on
In the
I don't
nine
like
hells, in the everworld, in
What?
the
Why are you sleeping?
I come
It's
back on the
nighttime
horse.
and it's bedtime. Why is everyone awake?
Aurora gonna
I
hold up her
just
bloody spear.
almost died. And so did he.
What?
There was a creature. Seems more fitting.
Monster! He was a monster!
You're scared of him.
Like shaking on the horse.
We would have done better if you just threw an elk out there.
I put my spear through him, and he called me rude.
I mean, it is kind of rude, but the fact that he was unfazed by it.
Mate,
I like you agreed that it was rude.
It is rude to try to kill someone, but he was unfazed
Just
by
wait
it,
till
which
you're
is
not
the
laughing.
I feel like I'm justified in attempting to
Wait
kill
till
someone.
you're not laughing and then
Oh,
If
no,
they
I wish
support-
you did. He tied me up. I
Yoshiko
will
is
be
going to
hunting
try
him
to
down
wake
at some
herself up. Does anybody have a bucket of water? Yoshiko was convinced she's died again.
Would
I
you
just
like
need
to
to
read
lie.
the list that he gave you?
bottle of
I
just
think I want some
something.
of her tea first to calm down.
I on my head and I'm going to light myself in the back.
I
If I
think
die
we all
again in
need
this
some
dream,
of
maybe
her
I'll
tea right now.
He gets the whole story. He gets this whole story, Johan, and he's feeling a mix of, oh my gosh, someone tried to kill my fairy.
Uh-huh.
And
What do you mean by that?
Fairy.
What's going on there in that mind?
The other half of my mind, which is my oath of glory, is like something hard to fight.
He's excited. He's like, dang it, I should have been away.
The half of me that is a monster killer.
Is like, let's do this.
The adrenaline's wearing off, and you can see I'm still just like pretty much blackout drunk on this horse. Like, ugh. Mate, it's too early in the morning for this. I fall off.
Aurora is kind of like, actually, she has like the same philosophy as you. She's just like, that's gonna be a fun one to fight when the time comes.
No.
Oath of glory.
No.
I mean, do you
No.
realistically think we
Glory.
would have beat him?
No, which is why we shouldn't try to beat the thing later. Because that was the parents' part.
Well, I mean, it sounds like she's stuck in a pact now, and we're directly involved because she's with us.
do you worship any
She's
gods?
family.
I suggest you pray to them.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, we've handled some crazy things before.
21 damage! Yoshiko is going to
Right.
flash her scars with magic and be like, 21 damage in this thing through its chest!
yeah.
And it called me rude.
Oh, by the way, it's about like 75% of the way back to full moon.
We can talk about this
Alright.
when
While
we're...
this
Anyways.
is going on, I'm ritual
Anyway.
casting identify on the
Okay.
blood. It would tell me what it is, if it's magical, if it's got any magical properties, if it's a creature, what spells are affecting it. Just that kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
I'll say because it wouldn't give you much.
yeah.
It gives you a race.
What race?
Human.
He's human. Okay.
Do you tell that to us?
Yeah, I come back just. With
Yeah, there also seems to be very heavy traces of curse
What?
magic.
What is
Okay.
on the list?
No, I haven't opened it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Open the
Yeah.
list, mate.
Kiss.
Let's. Oh, Johan opens it up.
Oh.
It explodes. No, just kidding. 400 fire. No, 400 paper cut damage.
100.
Anyway, opening it up, it is just a checklist. The first one is Woman of the Woods.
Woman of
Second.
the woods.
The Shadow Man. Third, Nightwalker. 4, the Stitcher Lord's Bride. 5, the Grave Soul. And then just the text, after each kill, spill its blood on the letter to reveal your prize. Kill them all, and you'll reveal my weakness. Happy hunting. - the hunter.
Well, looks like we got some things to
Do
kill.
you read that out loud?
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's the one that
I
opened it.
read it.
Oh.
I read it.
Looks like we got some things to
The
kill.
issue is if I don't do it, my parents and possibly you guys could die from him.
I ain't dying tonight, mate.
You ran away.
Well, his blood,
I lost my will to live a long time ago.
Well, his blood says he's human. That he's very cursed blood.
If it can bleed, it can die.
If he
Was it bleeding? You said there's blood in the spear.
He
Blood wasn't
bled.
his spear.
Even with a spear through his chest, he didn't die.
He's
Which
already
usually
fake.
kills humans.
But he does bleed.
I've seen scarier.
I've seen scarier too.
No, you have.
I've seen scarier, and this is something
You're
else. Not everything that looks scary is dangerous, and not everything that doesn't look scary isn't dangerous.
No.
Cairo will never trust another random old guy walking up to the fire again.
Just in the first place.
He's
You just
really
surprised me.
not gonna.
He's gonna
trust him
shoot
anymore.
first, ask questions later next time.
That would be me.
Yeah, I'm on solo now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Hey, everyone, you come across. Nope.
Sorry, mate. Nothing personal.
Absolutely not.
Last time someone come in, they tried to take one of my comrades.
Next time.
What are
it's-
we
Yeah.
rushing?
Yeah,
Next
boys.
time, next time it is just gonna be some old guy who's just traveling to meet.
I'm
his
worried.
friends.
Yeah.
You guys are just all up in fire on him immediately. You're just like, I was just going to see my granddaughter.
Really get to the
That's
blood.
what you want us to think,
All right.
you monster.
Oh,
What would you guys like to do with the rest of your night?
Well, I think.
I am
Sleep.
sleeping.
I ain't sleeping after that.
I think we
Is there any way for me to make a higher concentration of my tea? Is there a possible way?
Yeah, mate.
You put like 4 packets in this.
It's
Put it at the
basically
desk.
it's basically 5 a.m. now, right?
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Walk.
It's the
To my
tea one.
town.
We're like, yeah.
Let's
Let's
just
go. Let's just
away
go.
from my
I
town.
mean,
Alright.
what's
I
one?
want to go.
You're like, we're not sticking around. Leave.
Everyone on
Leaving
dinner.
now.
I'm
All right.
about halfway there.
Goodbye.
Guys, is not.
That was
It
fun.
keeps rolling
All right.
fives and
You guys
We're
are
so
one day
close.
out from Peterborough.
That was fun.
That is gonna be a fun.
That you're gonna tell
It
me.
might take some
Parents?
time for tea.
I just like pass you the pot.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh, perfect.
Did you
I
change?
now have acid green eyes.
Oh, is this new?
Name?
Caro Oberon.
Ooh.
The loyal bodyguard.
Book, please.
Yeah, I write it down. Oberon. Acid green.
Who would like to draw the final
Now
card?
do it. I'll get it over with. Watch. This is gonna be the one.
It's gonna be the stupidest freaking fight.
Okay. I want you to call the suit of the card for the bottom of this deck. If you get it right, something good
The
happens.
suit of this card. What do
Yeah.
you?
Like standard deck suits. Is it hearts? Is it diamonds? Is it clubs? Is it spades?
Heart.
Okay.
God.
All right. It is heart.
Oh.
And
He said something good would happen if it was right.
You're able to find yourselves a quicker way there, and you're able to actually get there within half of a day.
All right.
Welcome to my town, guys.
Because he said hearts first.
It did help.
So you guys are able to get there relatively quickly for your day. You guys arrive just before noon at about 10 p.m. So you guys were cruising with this shortcut that you found.
We just sprint through the.
The shortcut was...
Yeah, no, I just started running.
You guys just found a way to turn up the speed on Daisy. You just temporarily added a turbo.
And a can of nitrous on the side.
I want to
Hold a carrot in front of her.
in this day. I want to investigate that shield. Just trying
Okay.
to figure out its mechanism.
So, but we make it to where we're headed, right?
19 or
You figure out the
21.
plans of it and how it works, yeah. Okay. Real quick. As you guys are walking through the winding path that is amongst these old growth trees of this large forest, you guys begin to get to the point where it begins to transition into large redwoods. These ancient trees aren't super close together, but they're close enough together that you can't necessarily see super far just because it ends up becoming just a wall of trees after, just a few, couple hundred yards. And then the bottoms of this forest is just covered in ferns everywhere, super dense underbrush. And as you're walking through this old growth forest, you begin to catch glimpses of the shingled roofs and the slatted sidings of buildings that are riddled with moss. The streets are lit by light from house windows and a handful of oil lamps dotted between sparse houses. You see no walls in the small town. You see no walls around the small town, and that the old-growth forest that surrounds the town continues right through it as though it wasn't there. The large redwoods and ancient oaks grow up between homes, and in some cases, homes are kind of suspended up a little bit into it, or around the trunk, or carved into the trees. You begin seeing these large wooden ramps and rope bridges that connect the lower part of the town to a part that is up high in the trees, suspended on large wooden and metal platforms. Marcella, you are home. As you walk into town, you see the familiar shape of your childhood home. Some of you haven't been in quite a while. The Lafayette Manor. The biggest building in town, with a large greenhouse built off of the back side of it, so that your parents can be able to grow all the different medicinal herbs they need for their apothecary and medical business.
Medicinal herbs. Do you tell us this?
You probably see it.
Yeah, I guess so.
What type of medicinal herbs?
And we'll end there. You'll never know. I'm just kidding.
I won't ask.
You can speak to my parents who run the business.
Don't mind if I do. I walk up to the door.
Oh,
As you guys are walking through the street over towards the door. Yeah. As you're
My
walking,
foot's like up to like kick down the door.
Calvin.
as you're walking up to the door, you see this little girl. She has these two large beetle-like wings on her back. Come running up. She's probably like maybe 6. She comes running over and she grabs Marcella's leg, and just kind of like hugs it and is just like, "You're home." This is
Child.
one of the neighbors' kids. Her name is Ash Opapi, so she's part of the Opapi family, and she's just this little girl who has always liked you in town. She's just kind of the kind of person who, will pick somebody and then they'll just be really clingy to them and like to hang around them all the time when they're around. She kind of just looks up to you and thinks you're really cool, so she likes to just kind of hang around. But she's just this little, like, 6-year-old fairy girl.
The size of my leg. I'm 4 feet, remember?
Oh my gosh, tiny. So it's like a foot tall.
Oh my
She's
God.
like,
Foot tall.
maybe 2 foot tall.
Half of my size.
Heaven.
They give her a hug and a pat on the head.
Oh my gosh, she is a tiny little girl. What's your name?
Ash,
3 times the size.
I'm like towering over it.
you're really tall.
So I've been told before. I just keep walking. Okay. Keep walking past.
That hurt your feelings.
She
No,
goes
it's
back
good
to looking
for
at you, Miss L. Your wings are very pretty.
Thank you, so are yours. Where's your mom and dad?
They're at the store.
Who? Which store?
You know that they run a store called Poppy's Mystic Menagerie. They do some enchanting.
So they're working.
Yeah, just working like usual.
Do you tell us which store? Does anyone say which store that they're actually at? The parents? Because I want to go to that store. That's why I'm asking. No. Everyone
No.
said-
She goes, it's that one, and like vaguely gestures towards the town.
I don't like. Hey, little girl. Do you know if there's any taverns nearby?
Don't answer him.
My dad goes to the tavern. I'm not old enough to go to the tavern yet. But my dad goes to the tavern. It's the one with the picture of the large fiddle.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna pull out a little silver piece. This is for you.
Oh my
She looks at it and is like, "This is more money than I've ever seen in my life."
I would have done a gold piece.
She starts she skips off and is like, "Yay!" You get the sense she's probably running off to go buy candy or something. Copious amounts of candy.
I beeline to the tavern. Maybe I can find some medicinal herbs there.
Right, he's heading off to try and find the tavern. You're standing outside of your home. What would you like to do?
Let's go knock on my childhood home door, see if my parents are home.
You don't seem enthusiastic.
No.
I feel like the parents are gonna be. This is just me. I feel like the parents are not gonna be there.
No.
You never know.
Do you have a butler? If there's a butler, I'm gonna be so jealous. I'm sorry.
You knock on the door with the very stylized knocker.
Yeah, as soon as he has at least
Goosh, 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 echoes through. The door opens as your mother opens it. Rosalie Lafayette. She opens it up, and immediately you just see her like go white for a second, as she screams out, and then quickly becomes excited. She screams out to her husband William, "Honey, come quick! She's back! My goodness, you're okay!" And she starts really quickly, she's checking all over, everywhere, grabbing your head, looking you over, trying to make sure that you're okay, and she's just kind of quickly muttering through a bunch of stuff that's just are you hurt? What's been going on? You've been gone for so long, blah, 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 blah. How long are you coming back for? Oh, you've got friends, just all of that. She's just going through that, and it's just kind of so rapid fire that you can't really, catch everything she's saying.
Mama, I'm okay. Will you come in with my friends, please?
Oh, I mean, of course, please come in. As she gestures you in, your father comes out of nowhere and just tackles you and picks you up and just "You're finally back!" You're back. You guys can hear her shoulders pop a little bit. She's like, "Help, Dad!" And she's just hugging you. Goes, "Oh, yep, sorry." I didn't mean to, hurt you. It's good to see you, dear. You can see that her father has wings that are more bird-like. They are some kind of standard brown bird wing. And her mother has really large, deep pink butterfly wings.
cool.
Her father has this kind of scraggly, tan-colored beard, tan hair that he keeps kind of well kept and short. He's got these large glasses, and he seems to have kind of like the medical hearing stethoscope around his neck, and it looks like he's wearing kind of a plain, just like clean white coat and shirt. His wife is currently wearing what looks like gardening gear. You get the sense she was probably out in her garden. So she's wearing this tan gardening apron that has like flowers embroidered on it. She's wearing these black gloves, and she has her very, very red hair tied up in a bun. He invites you in, and William just looks at the party and says, "Well, I guess I should say, Marcella, what brings you back home?"
There's some things I need to talk to you about, and we have been just traveling around. I need to also speak with the elders about some things.
Okay. Well, I guess there's a lot of catching up to do. Let me get something set up for dinner for everyone. If you'd like to find rooms in the manor for your friends, they are more than welcome to stay here while you're here. Sorry, it was a bit unexpected. We weren't expecting you to be coming.
You're fine. I should have spoken beforehand.
Your room is nice and ready as you left it, just in case.
Thank you.
You came back. I'm sorry. I just want to apologize for, and he kind of turns and walks off as he says that and heads off towards the kitchen.
Family.
Manor, is this like Civil War era manor where they're pretty big, like 10 rooms, or is it like
It's like
modern mansion?
This is like a 30-room mansion.
Their vaulted ceilings are gonna come
It
to
is
the top
very
of our
big.
heads.
Yeah.
These guys basically operate the top medical operation anywhere from that's non-magic based anywhere from Dawn's Rest to Pine Watch, like that whole upper area of the map. They're the best at what they do, and they ship stuff off and sell all around, and they make and sell health potions here to a lot of places around Mistrid.
So I've probably heard about them. They've shipped all.
Yeah, you've heard of their products, and you've bought quite a few of their products and health potions before. And they're good stuff. It's very reliable.
We talked about this, that Johan had no idea that you were so privileged. Like,
You're rich, and we've been sleeping outside.
to be fair,
Wondering how I
I'm
spent my
from
money
a-
so well.
I'm alright too, but
Your family was pretty wealthy with your dad being a knight.
yeah, we were alright. But this? Some
Princess compared to you.
Oh, peasants.
You also know that in
Badly.
this city, there aren't any members of the church stationed.
are they friendly?
There's a basic town guard, but there's no like exact designated because they're under the jurisdiction of the city of Lorewatch, but Lorewatch doesn't seem to find it necessary to send people out to station here.
Okay.
So they just have a couple of local guards
Alright.
from the town who act as guards.
Lord watch. Jeez. Alright.
Aurora is very tired after all of the things that have been happening, and she just kind of finds a room, goes inside, shuts the door, gets on a bed,
It does a backflip. No.
and before she goes into her bed,
She dies.
attempts a backflip with disadvantage because she's very, very tired. 7.
You're setting yourself up for failure. Wow.
11.
You guys hear the sound of like someone jumping on bed, and then like the sound of when they like hit it, and then like hit off the ground. You just hear like a thud from outside the room. You hear, "Ow!"
And then she gets up, dusts herself off. Gets in bed. I'm also very tired. IRL. So.
How much scrap metal did you get from? Oh wait, we threw it away, didn't we?
The main body, I still have the 2 canines, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
Okay. I was gonna see if there's like a town armor.
Speaking of purchasing, I would like to purchase 2 platinum rings, but I don't have the funds for them as of right now.
So, as far as what is going on in town, or what there is in town, Marcella can inform you that there is the Moonfiddle Tavern, there is the Hustle and Bustle, which is a general store run by a lady named Galena, who is a human woman. There is the Black Heron Hunting Supplies, which is a hunting surplus store that's run by a tiefling named Ludwig.
Nice.
There is the Ware Repair, which is just a small general smithy and leatherworking shop run by a human named John Miller. There is their family's manor and their family's medical shop. And then there's O'Poppy's Mystic Menagerie. It's not a very big town.
Never mind. Alright. Oh, but there's the enchantment people.
On my way to the tavern, do I see the menagerie?
Next perception check.
We came here to pay that.
So you wouldn't walk past it on the way. So you don't see it. But you do spot the sign that has the fiddle with kind of a moon in the backdrop of it, making it pretty clear that that's probably the tavern that the little girl was talking about. And you see a sign that says, "Welcome to the Moonfiddle Tavern."
I walk in and, as always, again, what's the strongest thing you have back there?
Stepping in, you see this old male gnome who's currently...
These days.
you see this old male gnome who's currently behind the counter and he's playing a fiddle. There's a couple people in the tavern. There's about 6. A varying assortment of fairies, 2 gnomes, a human, and a tiefling. This gnome who's playing the fiddle has a long gray beard. He seems to be completely bald on top, and he's wearing this kind of like straw hat on top of his head. And as he's playing, he's kind of just stomping his foot as a couple other musicians in the corner are playing a couple of various different instruments. One is playing a lute, one is playing some drums, and another one is just playing a flute.
That could be a hickory something
Maybe. Anyway, as you step in, he goes, "Hello there, partner. My name's Ribble's Moonfiddle. I've owned this place for generations. This is the Moonfiddle Tavern. Welcome on in. What can I get for you?"
You know the drill. 5 coins on the table. Strongest thing. I do that in like the character does that too. Strongest thing in behind the counter. Sorry.
The music stops. He stops playing, and so the others look at him and he goes, "Are you sure?"
I want to hit the floor in 10 seconds, mate. And I slide an extra gold piece.
How much gold have you spent?
He
on drinks at this point.
He turns and he looks over at this elf who's working as kind of a waitress. She seems to be a high elf. He turns to her and goes, "Go ahead and grab the child size."
The child size? I don't want the child
After
size.
a little bit, you see her wheel out a mug that is the size of a child. A human child. It's big enough for a human child to stand in. And he pulls out this large watermelon and cuts off a slice of it and uses it like the lemon garnish. It's like a big slice of watermelon. Slides it towards you and goes, "That'll be 20 gold."
Deal. Yeah.
You realize it's basically a cask that they ripped one of the ends off of, pulled it up, and then just garnished in a after they pour it into a mug. It is effectively an entire keg's worth of very strong mead.
With the watermelon.
So,
Yeah.
sorry, how much gold? How much gold, mate?
20 gold.
20 gold. I put down 25. I like count through. 25.
It's free if you can finish it in one sitting.
I take all the gold back.
Whoa, man. Whoa!
Here are the rules. Everyone in the tavern is immediately watching, super interested. Here are the rules as usual. You have 5 hours.
Sorry, guys.
If
this
you
is what
pass
I'm
out, you lose. You have to complete it all within the 5 hours and be conscious by the end. If you can do that, it is free. And it's solo, no help.
Couldn't say if we could just cheat it.
Time starts now. Walks over and rings the bell. Good luck.
I was like, I meant to ask questions before this, but all right. And I start. It's big enough that I can't lift it. I have to go over and like take cups out of it.
Yeah, he literally hands you another like a large mug for you to scoop out it. There.
I look at the door and be like, sorry, oath keepers. Bottoms up, and
As you begin drinking, it immediately tastes of raspberry and honey, and then kind of fades into traces of like watermelon and a little bit of spice. So it's very good. I need a Constitution saving throw as you
Gosh, my
begin
con-
drinking.
Your con sucks, man.
Oh, gold.
They're just gonna rob you of all your gold. Once
16.
Right.
Oh.
The band goes back to playing like an intense tune as you're like drinking it, and everyone chug, chug, chug,
So
chug.
16.
16. You easily get through the first glass. Grab the second. You easily get through the second glass. Go ahead and roll another Constitution.
Oh, there's gonna be a while. Oh no, 1.
God.
Okay. You get to about like 35 minutes in, and you're just like, you can feel it. You're like, I am so sloshed right now. I can barely keep my hand on this. You are like barely conscious at this point. You're feeling really rough. Go ahead and make another one for me at disadvantage.
Before I do this next one, I'm gonna put 5 gold down and be like, can I get some of this in bottles? Just five gold.
It's like we can bottle the rest for you at the end.
I put
He'll go
back
just
my
stab
way.
at people.
All right, mate.
Idiot. You were.
Natural 20.
Wow.
15.
Yeah, 15. Do you have +0 for your Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You manage to kind of like, as you start feeling yourself slipping, and you grab the watermelon slice and you hit yourself in the head with it to wake yourself back up. As you kind of like splash it in your face, you kind of start like eating some of the watermelon, and you're like, "I've got this! I've got this! I've got
as
this!"
I'm doing this,
As you kind of start getting back into it, and you kind of wake yourself up a little bit.
hold on. As I do this, I reach into my bag of tricks and I pull out a rat. A giant rat plops out. And I'm like, keep me awake. And it stands up on the table and smacks me. I'm like, good man. And I take another gold. Good man.
You start going for it, and everyone's like, "Go! Go!" Go ahead and roll again. Continue with disadvantage,
Oh my
but you
lord.
did keep yourself from passing out.
Cut back to
Oh,
us, and we're just
9.
like.
All right. You continue going. You get to the about hour and 15-minute mark, and you've gotten about halfway through it, and you just finally you go up for another drink, and you just
I was gonna say,
pass out over the like edge of it.
if I have the giant rat helping me, do I still do disadvantage?
Yeah, just because you're so sloshed.
Yeah.
You would have needed another success to get back to rolling normally.
Yeah. Okay.
So you kind of tip over and fall into it as you pass out into the drink, and everyone in the bar starts laughing. They pull you out of it, and then he charges you the 20 gold.
The giant rat's just like.
He's trying his best.
He's like,
He still has small hands.
Yeah, the giant rat moves over the 20 gold for me. And
Yeah.
He carries you back to us. He's just like,
Yeah, they bought up the rest of it, and it's like 15. Well, it'd be about 15 bottles of mead.
I I now have 16 bottles of mead.
You are so close to blackout drunk.
So yeah, my rat's just like dragging me out of the place, and all the bottles are just like.
You're pretty much just blackout drunk.
All the bottles are strung on by
The
ropes,
rat.
and they're just kind of like dragging behind me.
And you're
rat's
just
like
drenched in mead.
this rat's like pulling me out of this place, trying to find you guys.
As you're leaving, Ribbles is up there counting the coins. He goes, "I've been here for we've been here for generations, and not a single person has ever finished." The child says.
Yeah, don't.
Bring out the child side.
Just drags you back into the mansion. We're just like,
Yeah.
The robot comes over. Ha!
You guys hear a small little just like on the mansion door.
Someone opens it up. Who would be the closest to the door?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yoshiko opens the door and you're like, what the heck? Because you see this
I
giant
see a
rat
little
that is dragging a just
You see the little rat and
just
goes,
meat soaked. It's just meat soaked Calvin is there, blacked out,
Dead. I'm just like
and you're just blacked out.
Yeah.
CPR.
I'm out, man.
Like throws up a little bit in the bush.
What?
You're like,
No, I
squeezing
don't
it.
know how to fix people.
You
God
like
saying he's
wake
an
up a little
idiot.
bit and like puke in the bush. And you're like, that was amazing.
There.
I don't want to know.
You've never seen him so drunk.
I don't know what he's having. I'm just pointing at a kid in the street.
the child's like,
I'm just gonna pull back your like pirate hair and be like, alright,
Yeah.
let it out. So,
I'm just in a bush. Just
I could lay on hands him and fix this, but I'm just like
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
just
why
like-
not just do that?
No, I deserve this.
finally we agree on
after like 6 minutes of just solid puking, you start to feel a little bit better.
Still blackout drunk, but I've been feeling better.
You throw up everything you just consumed. Just
It's still affecting me.
Sleep.
Someone needs to wake Aurora up.
She's still.
Oh, Aurora's
I
out.
didn't realize you're not.
So wait, so someone would just need to wake Aurora up.
Aurora.
Right. After a little while, though, they are able to kind of get you inside, and you
I'm
guys
just
can.
surrounded by 50
You guys,
bottles.
he's extremely exhausted, so you guys can easily coax him up to his room to put him to bed.
I'm gonna try to take your beer. I have to roll to take your beer.
Yeah, strength with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You're so sloshed and exhausted.
12.
2. Yoshiko's just like,
He's just got a grip of iron on his meter.
I now want to push you down the
I'll-
stairs.
wait,
Yeah,
no,
we
no, no.
we put a little bit of cocaine in
I'll
it, so
do
people
one
really
better.
can't put it down.
Wow. And so Aurora's like up, and now she's like seeing all this. She's got some. Her hair is terrible. Like all.
I'm standing in my room. Yeah, it's just-
Hey,
Yeah, Calvin.
sleep.
I'm gonna say you do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah, because
standing
you
in
can
the
choose
middle-
to just fail
I'm
it.
standing in the middle of the room and I just hit the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Bam!
gather up the beer bottles and just be like,
Yeah. You guys need me?
No.
I'm intervening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then goes back in her room.
I'm not I'm not even gonna put him in a bed.
Okay.
This is
Children's class.
That would be so.
It
it's
just
like
hits
a
Aurora
last
in the
stand.
back as she goes away. Bam!
That would actually be so funny. It's like a last stand.
This is gonna be like 80s rock star moment though, where you're just gonna throw up in your sleep and just die. We're just not
Right.
gonna notice.
I'm on my side.
You guys eventually like drag him in and tuck him into bed.
Put a bucket over you.
Tuck him in. You just like throw him on the bed.
Yeah, and I look like I'm in the most uncomfortable position. I'm in the bed.
Yeah,
too.
you guys
You will
put him to
be
bed
sick
and
your back will
um,
be shot.
I refill every single one of these
How do you
bottles
have
with
a
tea.
+4 charisma?
you empty them out and then you fill them with your tea.
I'm just dumping, like, I'm not, nobody else is having this. I am dumping the alcohol in the street and then refilling it with tea.
So all the bottles that I have now.
All the bottles, save for
Every
one, are
bottle?
now tea.
all except for one.
Yeah, so 15 you just got.
Jeez.
Is it just the ones that he just got?
No.
Or every bottle he
Every
has?
bottle except for one, so yes, it would be all the new mead.
Okay, I'll
No.
just do.
You're fetching liver, man.
Yeah, you're just
The rest is full of holy water tea.
I
Oh,
just
poor.
click, click,
That's
click,
like
click,
hundreds
click,
of
click, click,
golds
click, click,
worth.
click, click.
Like you just.
Bottle of tea.
I will.
Freaking 19.
I'm gonna. You know, as for it as I am, at the same time, I'm like, dang.
That was a
Nobody's
solid
stopping.
50 gold. That's just.
I'm not
gone.
stopping.
Nobody's stopping.
No, I'm not.
I mean, right now it's
I
probably
ain't
more
stopping.
flammable than my gunpowder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This,
If I sneeze
don't
wrong.
like this whole
Yeah,
session.
that
has been
amount of
bad.
that mead
Like-
would have been sellable for about 10ish gold.
Yeah, man.
So it's a lot of value. It's very valuable for alcohol.
Listen, when we get to my village, I will give you sake, and it will be better.
I don't hear that, but deal. I have
You
one
also
Sake.
were arguing with me in your sleep, so Yoshiko's just on the corner dumping it in the grass. She got like the bottles.
All right.
All right. As the dinner bell rings, we're gonna go ahead and end off there for the week.
Drink Moxie.
I'm
Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's session, and we'll see you next time.
Stay gaming.
Bye.